What's up? What's up? Hey now. Hey Miss
Hello, everybody.
KD. What's going
Oh,
on, beautiful?
well, I am great, Miss Montana.
Hey now, Miss
Don't think
Mystique.
I missed that.
I know. And I see Miss Mystique is here.
Yes, she's in the house. How is
Yes.
everybody doing tonight?
What is up, everybody? Episode 124 coming your way. Make sure to like and share the video. Shout out to Rhonda. I always see she's here front and center. Miss Tara, what's going on? Miss Lady. So, Miss KD, how was your weekend? What's going on with you?
Girl, my weekend was lit.
Was it?
It was lit. And no, I don't mean lit as in getting out in the street. Y'all know me. I mean, lit with celebrating families, celebrating birthdays of family members. It was very nice. It was
Good.
it was just very, very nice. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, good. Well, that's good
Mhm.
to hear. That is really good to hear. We love those weekends where, we could just spend time with our family, our loved ones, celebrate. It's so much craziness going on in the world that, the good times we have to savor just a little bit more. So that's what's up,
Exactly.
Miss Lady.
Exactly.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's just good to get with family.
Mhm.
Helen, I'm sorry you're fighting a head cold. I see Helen says she's fighting a head cold. That's another
Aw.
thing. So much little minor sickness because of the
Yes.
pollen. I mean,
Hmm.
pollen is at its highest rate. So
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody get on your vitamin D, vitamin C's. Let's just boost up those immune systems. Boost yourself up because you can't avoid it. You're gonna get
Yeah.
around somebody who is sick. So
Yeah, for
everybody
sure.
just try to boost up your immune system. It's all I can say. Because I tell you, girl, all this going that I've been doing, all the cooking and stuff, I'm
Mm-hmm.
worn out.
I
I
know that's right. And when your resistance get down, that's when it's, an attack, on your system. So keep yourself, fueled up if you can. Helen, please feel better. Miss KD, stay ahead of it so you don't
oh
get
yeah,
worn down.
exactly. I'm
Um,
trying to, girl. I'm trying to.
yes, yes.
But we're gonna get ready for a great, great show tonight. I'm so excited with everything that we're gonna be discussing tonight. And of course, tonight is erotic zone night.
Yes, yes, it's gonna be some spicy combo tonight. So make sure you guys are ready for that. Got your wine and your drink a little ready to go.
And before we go any further, first of all, if you have not gotten your memberships, get your memberships now, guys. I'm
Yes.
telling you, we have different tiers that you can choose from. Go on, get your membership because the stuff that Boss Man is throwing out there, whoa. He be
Yes.
throwing so much stuff out there, I can't even keep up with it.
I
And
know.
it's juicy things too. So if
Hmm.
you have not gotten your membership, go on and get your membership right now so that you can be in on the end game when we throw out those videos for members only.
Yes, yes, for sure. All that good content. And not to mention the dope merch that, the perks that come along with that as well, as far as the merchandise is concerned, T always hooking up the tees and the hoodies,
I'm
KD,
telling you,
adorning that
Uncensored
Uncensored
Minds family.
Minds family hoodie. And I'm rocking the name T. So make sure if you guys need some new merch, some new colors, the spring is coming. Make sure you hit one of us up and we'll make sure that order gets placed. So what's going on, Miss Katie? I know you always have a beautiful affirmation for us.
Of course I do. Like we said, you get those merch and you get to feeling good. And who doesn't want to feel good about themselves? In today's time, that's what you need to do is to find you a place where you can feel good. Of course, okay, rather Mystique tonight feel great in her attire. And you will see that we're each adorning different names tonight. You'll see why later. But it's nothing wrong with embracing a different you from time to time because believe it or not, we all have a different us on the inside of us. Some people may have seen it, others may not have. But don't be afraid to show the other side of you that you have inside of you, because you never know. Someone just may embrace that new you. So, with that being said, let's get on here and embrace some Uncensored Mind, episode 124. Let's go and do this.
Miss Katie, I think we got a hot show tonight. What you thinking?
I know we have a hot show
I
tonight.
know. I know
Not a
that's right.
doubt in my mind that we have a hot
Whatsoever.
show tonight.
Whatsoever. And I'm glad to see all the usual suspects in the house. S gang, what up?
What's up, everybody? What's up? I see old
Yes.
Rhonda in there. Got Laura, Tara, Stacy, and of course Helen fighting a head cold, but she's still right here with us. Now that's what you call
Yes.
loyalty.
Yes. Now, where's Mr. Diddy, the mayor?
Where is the mayor tonight?
Nell
I know
Gotti.
he's coming in strong.
He's coming in strong. Guys, make sure to like and share the video if you haven't done so already. And if you have done so, thank you. We appreciate your love and support and always rocking with us here at Uncensored Minds. We're about to hop into episode 124. There is Mr. Nell.
The mayor himself.
What's up, Chief?
How y'all doing? Hopefully everybody has had a wonderful, amazing weekend. As we know, the weekend this is the end. This is the commencement to hopefully a beautiful weekend. As Katie so eloquently said in her affirmation, let's just continue to be great. Let's continue to find ourselves and continue to keep leveling up. As we see Shorty up here in the green. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who you dig. Hopefully y'all seen her Instagram. Y'all seen her Facebook. If you following her, if you're not, get on it. She's doing some amazing and exciting things, and she's leveling up. So I want to shout out my girl, Esh, for definitely, sticking to her script and doing everything that she do to, to make sure her brand is always represented. And also her sexy is always represented. So shout outs to you two ladies. This is the last weekend that we're going to celebrate Ladies Month.
Yes.
March has been fun filled. We started out celebrating March. We rolled in celebrating the ladies, and we're going to leave out celebrating the ladies. And this is the last show, the last Sunday before we turn the page into April. When we come back next week, it actually will be April 1st. So we had a great March. We talked about a number of different things. We highlighted, the beautiful women that is us here at Uncensored Minds. We also talked about the inspirational ones that's in our lives that has had impacted us. We've also shared stories of, triumphs and strengths that some of these beautiful women are going through, such as Aisha sharing, her mother's battle and her journey, and she's still fighting on. And one of those intricacies of what March has showed us is an awareness, to colon cancer. So we want to make sure that's always at the top of our minds when we're going to make sure our bodies are in line and getting checked as we get older. We got to stay in front of these things a lot more than it was when we were younger. Then we also, we doubled back and we heard some of the heralding stories of those who took life by the horns, these women, and said, I'm in total control, right? We talked about Blac Chyna in detail and getting her strength back. We want to touch a little bit more on her. We talked about the first Black CEO of FedEx being a woman who started out as a secretary. We talked about that. We talked about a number of different things here in March, and we just want to celebrate you ladies one more time, as we always do here. So shout outs to y'all.
Well, thank
Without
you,
further
Nell.
ado, we jumping right into the icebreaker question of the day, and it goes a little something like this. How physically active are you? Do you work out, sex, yoga, walking, etc.? How physically active are you?
Yeah, sometimes, the day-to-day hustle and bustle life, ripping and running and a lot of that, stuff can take away from the physically active component in your life sometimes, but I feel like you got to get it in where you can fit it in take a walk, take a vigorous 15-20 minute walk. If you can't, go to the gym, if that's what you do. If you get a home workout going on, at least, some jumping jacks, some squats, some lifting some weights or something, just to remain active. I know for me it's pretty difficult because I'm always ripping and running, but I do in fact try to get something in somewhere. It may not be every day, but a couple of times throughout the week, I'm trying to get in 15-20 minutes wherever I can fit it in. Just some sort of physical activity, muscle building, cardio, whatever that might be. Yoga is probably what I need to try to tap into. Haven't gotten there just yet, but maybe for the spring and summer, I might tap into that a little bit. So yeah.
Well, I definitely am an advocate for working out, keeping the body and mind together. Now, I incorporate my workout into my daily living. Where I work at, I have to do a bunch of like lifting boxes or whatever. And when I have to like stand in place, I set it up to where I actually be doing squats. They be looking at me at work. They've gotten used to it now, and they be like, "Uh-oh, Karen is working out." I actually incorporate into my day-to-day living. Then at night, when I'm winding down, I have my hand weights where I release with stretching. I find my song, find my vibe, and I use stretching. So yeah, I'm an advocate for working out. I believe in it. Love it.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Yoga, like you say, I haven't went full blown, but I have tried it. Love it.
Yeah.
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 Sexual part, y'all ain't got there yet, but hey, when I get to it, I'm gonna wear it out.
Right.
Right
I
now,
know that's
sexual
right.
wise, it's not happening. But hey, that's how come I work out so much.
Right. I know that's right. You go full time, get
Yeah,
yourself ready for you'll be
exactly.
ready.
So
You'll
when
be
it come,
ready.
baby, you know
That's
what?
right.
All them squats I've been doing, I'm be able to,
Mm-hmm.
be able to work a little something, something.
That's right. What about you,
Mhm.
Mr. Nell? What you got going on? What you getting active? How you getting active?
Um, Physically active, absolutely, absolutely. The job I have keeps me on my feet, keeps me moving, keeps me going.
Mm,
Y'all know, as we've been chronicling my journey from January to now, being active is something that I have been doing a lot lately with this weight loss journey.
mm,
Started out the year, at a robust 280. The kid is down to now 250 flat as of this
good.
morning.
Right.
So
Nice.
that's a 30-pound difference. And that doesn't just come from not looking at the food, that actually comes
Mm,
changing your food, then also
right.
a lot of activity. And an activity, it doesn't even have to be much. It can just be a nice brisk walk, a couple of times a day. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Mhm.
But get up, move,
mm-hmm.
challenge yourself. As far as yoga, definitely am an advocate of that. I do partake in that when I have the opportunity to want to get back into that. That is a great workout. I don't think people truly understand what yoga, brings to the body, as far as flexibility,
Right.
Mhm.
peace, tranquility, and also a great workout. You will be pleasantly surprised how your body feels after yoga. You
Mhm.
muscles, but you also
Refreshing.
Mhm.
walking. Again, as I said, I do that a lot. I probably get in on an average about 20,000 steps a day. That's a lot. That's no cap. I'm walking
Mhm.
back and forth buildings. That is my job. And also I try to, incorporate a nice little 2-mile walk as well each and every day, just to get the blood pumping, flowing,
Mhm.
a little bit more active. Sex, I'm gonna be quiet on that one bit. But chronicle, but it's there.
Mhm.
We do we make the neighbors know my name, and I ain't gonna say it today.
The neighbors know your
I
name.
can't. I
Now
can't. Well, I know that's right.
I'm joking. I ain't doing nothing. No,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm cooling. We just having a good time. But absolutely, that's what's going on. So I know a lot of y'all too that followed us, and I'm gonna say us, in our Friday Night Lights community has seen the different, weight loss journeys that we've been through, and a lot of the things that got us up to start to move. And a lot of y'all know that if y'all partaked with me and participated, no, I'm tough. I'm tough on y'all. But a lot of y'all said at the end of the situation that y'all were thankful and y'all needed that push, because if you didn't, you would have never known how to get there. So we're gonna continue to keep that journey going. I had a lot of people hit me up saying, no, I'm rolling with you. So, we got something coming for y'all. But to get back to the icebreaker question, and I know we got raw honey tonight, and I know that's gonna be interesting. Each, tell us a little bit about the hair. Tell us about the hair. That got icebreaker. That the hair's got to be the icebreaker tonight.
Wait, okay. So I did a photo shoot earlier, and so therefore my hair underneath is not done. So I had to bring the photo shoot look um to the show tonight. So this is why you see the Miss Montana. So I just figured out, I rock with it for tonight, so just bear with me. I know it's a different look and it's kind of extra, but
It's very becoming though.
we're gonna rock with it tonight.
It is
Well,
very
thank
organic
you.
looking.
Thank you. And thank you,
It's very
Barb.
organic looking on you. So
Yes.
it's nice. It's nice.
Yes. Well, thank
It
you.
just blends in with the beauty.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, Miss Katie. And thanks again, Barb. I appreciate it. And everybody who sent comments to me as well. I truly, truly appreciate it.
Before we
Yeah.
move on to our appetizer tonight, the icebreaker question is the drinks that they bring to the table. Our next segment is going to be the appetizer. But let's get into some of these comments that the audience said. And Tara said, walking is incorporated daily when I'm at work, not as much as I like to use, but because of my osteoarthritis. But I make sure I do my stretching and leg lifting. Helen said, not as much as I should. As soon as the weather gets right, I'm back to my 2-mile walk with the dog. Angela says, not active enough, but my feet is moving 8 to 10 hours a day. But that's good. Keep it up. Renee said, I work out and lift weights. So we got a lot of people that's moving and grooving. But it's spring, which is here. Spring is definitely here. Today it was a beautiful day here in Philadelphia. Um, I want to touch there real quick. Our prayers go out to those that lost their lives in Mississippi in this week's tornadoes that happened passing through the South. Unfortunately, we always got to report something that pulls our heartstrings, and that's another thing that has displaced people and also caused some tragedy. So our heart goes that were in the devastation of that tornado. Our prayers definitely do go out with you. So prayers up for that.
Prayers.
So before we get down to what was going on in the world as far as the weather is concerned, let's get into this entertainment quick spin. All right, let's get right into it. Now, as we all know, who 6ix9ine is. If you have lived under a rock, if you haven't been outside, turned the TV on, or even open one of your apps, you should know who 6ix9ine is. I'm sure the young lady in the middle doesn't know who 6ix9ine is.
Actually, I do.
So since you know, we're gonna let you speak on this one. What happened to 6ix9ine?
She fooled you, Nell.
I'm a regress.
Apparently, he was in a gym in South Florida working out. These 3 guys came in to apparently jump him about being a rat. He's known for ratting people out, apparently. 6ix9ine is actually not 6ix9ine, but actually a 5'5" little Hispanic guy who apparently lets his mouth gets him in trouble. And it got him in quite a bit of a trouble in this fitness gym, like I say, in South Florida. So as far as what he did, I don't know, but I do know that he was jumped, and they said allegedly for being a rat.
So let's fill in the holes a little bit right there. Thank you. Good job today. 6ix9ine is a rapper from Brooklyn, New York, who rise and claim to fame were a number of drill music songs. But he also was clicked up with a gang out in New York called, what is it, 6ix9ine Trey.
Right.
So that's where he gets the name 6ix9ine from. And what happened was they got indicted, and the indictment came down, and he just couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle what his rap music was portraying as, and he ratted on the whole crew and got them all jail time, which, ultimately led to him being released. You know what I mean? He's after his release, he went on a tirade of disrespecting a number of different people, rappers and media people alike. Just being very boisterous and disrespectful, and it caught up with him this past week. A couple of guys down in Florida this weekend caught up to him because he thought he was untouchable, and they beat him up, as a video would have suggested, right? But people are calling collusion. People are saying that's fake. People are saying he's a troll and he did that for even more attention.
He pulled the Jussie Smollett or
Jussie,
Smollett.
but not only did he pull a Jussie Smollett,
The
he
blasphemy.
recorded it to make himself look like the victim. That's the word on the curb. Word is he was jumped, but then the word over here is that brother really wasn't jumped. He conspired to do this and make this happen.
Well, he did it real with some real shit, because that was real blood. He got really fucked up.
Mm.
That was crazy. Like, that would be crazy. I can see it though, because like he lost some steam in regards to his name there for a minute. Like, I haven't heard about him in a good while. So if he did do that, which is highly likely, I can see why he needed to become relevant again. So, what better way than to put your name back in the media spotlight than to be a victim of some hate crime, because that's what it would be considered. Oh, they beat me up because they said whatever. Like, him to become relevant again, putting himself back in the media spotlight. I could see it.
And as far as the blood, all the tattoos he got on his body, obviously he's not afraid of pain.
No, but those guys were big though. So they were really hitting him. He's very small and petite
and everything. But like you say, he's the type of person, you set your mind to what you're gonna do. Right. You know what it's gonna be like, and you just close your eyes and you go in on it. And of course, they can always make real blood look fake. Fake blood look real. I mean, that fake blood that they have, when you get the good fake blood, you cannot tell a difference in it. So
I don't think the blood is fake. Definitely real blood, because we see the real bruises. But when a person is so hungry and so thirsty for attention, they will go to the deepest depths of the sea to create a narrative. And he's known for creating narratives. He's known for not being who he say he is. So when we hear of stories come out that says that this is a fake, he could have conspired for this to happen, I believe it. One, if you recognize how he's moved since he's come out of jail, always had bodyguards. Entertainers have bodyguards. Their bodyguards don't let them out of their sight, even if it is to go and piss. I've been to situations where I've been backstage at concerts, and I've seen the likes of the Lil Durks, the Meeks, even basketball players, and their security is deep. Their security stands outside of the urinal when they go into the store to use it. On this day, there was no security to be nowhere in and around for Hennon's man to be jumped for that long of a time.
Right.
He beaten and beaten and beaten and kicked and kicked and kicked.
And nobody came in from the gym. No, you're right. It's madness.
That is weird.
So it just lets us know that something's fishy.
Yeah.
Fishy.
Yeah.
Recognize the person's truth. you know, you got to recognize a pattern with people. So if that is not his
Mhm.
pattern, he rolls with people that he knows he got beef in the street. He knows there's beef in the street, so he not rolling without some kind of security or
Right.
friends or fans that want to be friends that you
Right.
around them. And on this night, you was in the gym
Mhm.
in the locker room
Right.
stuff.
Yeah. I
And
couldn't get past the
Hmm.
short stuff. See how my mind think? I'm like, he in the gym with these little shorts on, no sneakers.
Yeah.
Where was his sneakers? So maybe he was changing his clothes in the bathroom locker room, and maybe that's why he didn't have on any shoes and those little teeny shorts. Because I couldn't figure it
Yeah.
out. Like I was just a little confused. But it was crazy because now it's kind of making sense. The person who was recording was kind of behind. Like if you notice, they were like kind of stepped back, and then they kind of said, "Oh, I'm a fan of yours." Did you guys see that part where they
yeah,
were like, "Oh, but I'm a fan of yours," and he like, "Yeah, but y'all just jumped me," and the guy was like, "Oh, it wasn't me," or whatever the case may be. I could see that definitely
Hmm.
being like a setup. Yeah.
but then
Hmm.
they always say karma is a motherfucker, right? You gotta watch the kind of energy you put out there when you claim to be a big dog. You got to be a big dog at all
Yeah,
points.
pretty much.
Always got to have your head on the swivel, and you always got to be ready for whatever the case may be.
Fact.
Right.
And if something like this happen, if you're a street dude, that's why we always tell people. That's why I'm one of the biggest advocates of telling people to stop saying things that you don't know what the meaning of. Stop saying you outside because you're really not.
Mm.
Because that don't mean what you want to say it means.
Think it means. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all got y'all TikToks and y'all Instagrams that's telling y'all outside because everybody making that a caption. But being outside means something to street cats. Street
Mhm.
out really outside. When y'all telling people y'all with the smoke, that really means something to people that's really for the smoke. So
Mhm.
and that just because it sounds good and it's a caption that you can use on a post. So you gotta keep that same energy, my man. When you all
Mhm.
yapping and saying you this and you that and you the biggest gangster and you can't be touched and all this, when somebody touch you, you can't cry. You just
Mhm.
blood. You gotta take it on the chin and just chalk it up to the energy you put out there. So that's why you gotta be careful with some of the things that you're saying, how you approaching situations, because you never know when that shit gonna pull up on you.
Facts. Facts. Well, poor Takashi.
That's how I don't care about dog. Man, you get it.
Sorry.
Sorry. Um, but something that I really do care about that's brought joy to my face and also to my heart, and it's this young lady right here, Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna, Blac Chyna, Blac Chyna. At one point, I couldn't stand Blac Chyna. Blac
Mhm.
has now got an affectionate place in my heart. Ish, you want to tell us what's up with Blac Chyna?
So, Blac Chyna has recently just like taken on just her whole new persona, like going back to the basics. Miss Angela, which is her real first name, and Blac Chyna, as we know, is a stage name. Alter ego, another personality. She's built that brand up, 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 and we all know her as Blac Chyna, but she is Angela, and I believe her last name is Smith. So, she is going back to her roots. She is getting back to her natural state and her natural self. She is withdrawing a lot of the fillers and additions that she has added to her body. She wants to strip Blac Chyna off when she is, doing home things with her children, and just, she's building a hairline. She is just doing so many things. She's come off of OnlyFans, which we talked about in the prior weeks. And, she is just doing something amazing, which, age and experience and things like that will have you drawn into just shedding. You know what I mean? Shedding old things, old habits, old way of life. And, she is trying to tap in to her original self, which is so dope. So dope. We got to commend her for just her growth. And I'm interested to see, like, how far she goes with it and how well she does with it and how she will stick to it.
Another reason why we're bringing this up too is, you know, whenever it seems like whenever we invite God into our life, the devil becomes even bigger, a bigger of a presence. And you would have never known that this person could take on devil-like tendencies. And this person that we're talking about is actually Tokyo Jet, who was actually Blac Chyna's mom. Tokyo actually was in during an interview, and she said a number of different things, some good, some bad. But some of the bad things that she said was they asked her about her father, about Blac Chyna's father, and she actually went on the record and said that was a bad fuck, meaning that the fuck that the night that conceived Blac Chyna was a bad situation, and everything about that whole situation was just bad. And it almost seems like she's trying to ruin everything that Blac Chyna is trying to build up, trying to discredit her own daughter, trying to bring, demonistic ideas and thoughts and just a cloud over her daughter when she's doing something positive. She went and got baptized. Just as recent as yesterday, she had a tattoo that actually symbolized something demonistic when you looked up the real true meaning. And she had that removed from her body because she is transforming herself into one of God's faithful followers. KD, as a mother, how do you feel about that when you see another mother, especially their daughter, take a life like that?
Well, as a mother, I would be very happy to see my child take a life like that. And just reading about Tokyo and reading about Blac Chyna coming, and what's her name? You said she is Angela. Oh, you're on mute, Ish. You can't hear you.
Sorry. Yes, she said that it's Angela. Yes, it's Angela, and she said
Yes.
that that's how she wants to be addressed
Well,
as
seeing this,
Angela.
well, seeing Angela come into her real self, because what she was portraying, Blac Chyna, it sounded as if maybe her mom, with her mom saying it was a bad fuck, who's to know how much trauma and how much abuse she's taken from her mom over the years? Who's to say that that is not what made her want to be someone other than Angela? Now, as a mother, I would be more than happy to see my child live their true self. I would love to see that.
Mhm.
I have no problem with that whatsoever. Looking at her and just thinking about maybe that's the possibility of why she was living the way she was, my heart can't help but to go out to her. And as
Mhm.
a woman to woman, I truly admire you, Angela, for being able to step out bravely and to live organically and to live yourself.
Let's not let one thing get lost in translation, though. They asked her, the interviewer also asked her about her children, and she stopped the interview and said, "Hey, regardless of whatever, Blac Chyna is an amazing mother. She's a great mother." So, when where the good, where the bad comes in, it was followed up by something positive, which
Mhm.
hang our hat on that. Let's hang our hat on that, and hopefully,
Right.
her mother will go through her own transformation as well, and see that, find the error in her ways and start to heal and
Absolutely.
start to progress as well. And we'll see them bonding as mother and daughter should be, instead of
Mhm.
squabbling.
Healing is so nice. When you see
Thanks.
healing within other people, because that's all it is, just healing. And
Yeah.
just to see somebody heal, it just,
Mhm.
it inspires you to want to be healed.
Yep.
I
Yep.
love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love
Bothers
it.
me to see,
Thanks.
it bothers me to see mothers jealous of their daughters or fathers
Yeah.
of their sons or vice versa. Like, that shit is just so bothersome. And it feels that way. It feels like the mother wants everything that the daughter has and is going at every limb to discredit her daughter, to build herself up and be like, attention is one of our biggest drugs out here.
Mhm.
It's the most powerful drugs is attention. Will go to great lengths to get it. No
Hmm.
hurt, no matter who they got to step on or disrespect, they do it for attention. Watch out for that.
So
Attention
true.
is definitely dead, some contagious. Let's jump.
Yeah.
Next topic right here. And I want y'all to remember this young lady's name. And when I say this young lady's name, I want y'all, if y'all haven't already come to know this person, I want y'all to go look it up, Google it, do some research on this name. And this name is Dominique Fishback. Dominique Fishback. Ish, when I say Dominique Fishback, what comes to mind, Ish?
I mean, I don't want to take away from Sis's nothing else. I don't want to do that. I mean, because she is a force.
Of course.
I don't want to take away anything, but when you say that to me right now, I think of nothing but Swarm.
What?
Period.
Swarm. Tell me more.
Swarm.
Tell me more.
Period.
What is
Period.
this?
So it's a series that came out on Amazon Prime about maybe a week and a half ago. Donald Glover is the curator of this piece, this magnificent, wild, dreamy, surreal piece of art. And if you don't look at it as art, I mean, I can't explain how you can eloquently look at it as art, because that is what it is. It's a magnificent piece of art, no matter how weird and wild it can be throughout the entire series. It is just magnificent. And Dominique Fishback, phenomenal, phenomenal. But it is about you know, our human attachment to people and individuals, stardom, fame, social media attachment, and just an unhealthy adoration for things that are not necessarily becoming of who we are as individuals. And so Donald Glover is good. If you watch some of his other pieces of work, he's good for laying out the weird and pulling out the the surreal things in our world that kind of makes you think a little bit. And so this is what this piece does, and I think he does it very well.
Amazing. Let's not forget Janae Neighbors as well.
Yes.
As
Yes.
a curator, producer, director, those two made a magnificent.
They did.
It starts off just as it was supposed to, as a cringe, nail biting mind fuck.
Mm-hmm.
A beautiful mind fuck. If that they passionately made love to us, but then fucked us at the end. Of each and every episode. Let's not let that sink in. We got the erotics on tonight, so we're gonna be real erotic. But that right there took us on a mental conniption.
Mm-hmm.
Every turn had something else going on that made you sit and be like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
Dominique made every scene worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Glued your eyes to it. You didn't want to stop watching it. You
Yes.
did, even if you said this is crazy, you couldn't turn it off.
At all.
Even if you said, I know who they're talking about, it still intrigued you to see more.
Mm-hmm.
And as East so eloquently put it, it's our infatuation with these entertainers and stars, our infatuation with social media. Our infatuations can now lead us into addictions that cumbersome for us and those in and around us. As you can see how the infatuations for these celebrities that some people idolize take it a step further, cause pain to families and other people who have nothing to do with it but just sharing their opinion. It is being a fellow actress. What's your take on Dominique's performance, and also Chloe Bailey, and also Damtress Idris?
I'm gonna go with Damses first. Simply because He's so well known on Snowfall as the amazing what's his name on Snowfall now?
Franklin Saint.
Franklin Saint. And of course he has become well known for being I guess a sexual magnet. And he carried that on over to Swarm. He did his thing in romancing one sister while trying to get with the other sister. I commend him for that. Chloe did magnificent. Not only is she a great artist, both she and her sister, but as an actress, she really brought it. I would call her, I guess, um, co-star, where she played that part very, very well as she continued to come back. Dominique, wow. That's all I can say. I began to look up everything I could about this young lady. I've
Yes.
seen her on other things before, but
Mhm.
when I say she brought it on Swarm,
Mhm.
she brought everything and then some that she
Yes.
had into her. I don't know who her coach was during this, but whoever her coach is the one that really gets the trophy from me because that
Mhm.
coach, yeah, she had it inside of her, but it's that coach that brought it out of her. So whoever her
Yes.
coach is, I need him
Mhm.
or her in my life. Dominique Fishback
Mhm.
is magnificent.
Yeah,
She
she
is
wrecked
truly,
that.
and to be so young and to do
Mhm.
something like this, the world don't know what's about to hit them because there's so
Mhm.
much more inside of Dominique Fishback. So
Yeah.
much more.
And to
But
take that role with so many layers in it
yes,
and make it her own and really push through every episode, every scene, every she went
everything.
from, a young woman who was working in a mall to a man almost,
A
a
whole
woman
man.
who was living a lesbian lifestyle. Like, I mean, phenomenal. Phenomenal performance, hands down.
Not to
Phenomenal.
mention to play, the mental issues.
Mhm.
I mean, she
Mhm.
played that mental
And
part
to tap
too.
into that,
Oh my
absolutely.
God. That's why I say her coach. I need to find out who her coach was during this season. Because I want to find that coach.
I, let's. I appreciate them's comments, but let's give her just due.
Oh, she
Mhm.
Give
did her just due.
she
Trust me.
but come
I'm
on,
not taking anything
play
from
that.
her.
That's a performance too. And if y'all haven't seen it, you got to go out there and see it. Swarm is on Amazon.
Mhm.
But once it got to the detective scene, and they kind of gave it a human side to it, other
Mhm.
than a theatrical side for the first 4 or 5 episodes, right? It then
Mhm.
became, oh shit, could this really be real? Because they went into a whole nother, and this is where Donald Glover is amazing. They
Mm.
went into a whole nother lane and gave it bones and structure to the film, and they started to show a family who was real. They started to show individuals outside of who we knew as an actress. When they went in that family's house, I didn't see the real girl. I still was thinking, I still thought
I
Shorty was
know.
the girl. I'm like, that's not her. Y'all,
That's not her. What's
Right.
happening?
that's not
They
her.
Right.
pulled in
That's
the
not the
real
real girl.
thing.
Y'all. Dominique is the girl's face. That's who I got in my mind as
Jeff.
the young lady who was doing all of this, right?
Mhm.
What was her name? Kendall. And one,
Kendall.
she was a stripper. Where was she when she was
She
with
was
Chloe? She was somebody else, right?
right. And
Right,
then she
right.
was,
That's who
yeah.
I know to be Dre and Kendall. I don't know that girl that they showed a picture of. That's not her in real life.
Yeah, I was lost a little bit. I was like, what is happening here?
Girl, not even that girl. I don't want to call her a girl, but Dominique so powerful in those first couple scenes that it was like, oh shit. Every time I see her, I will think of this performance because she killed it.
Hmm.
When they always talk about somebody encompassing their character and living the life of their character, she did that. She actually took on more of the character to me than the real character. When I
Mm-hmm.
girl, whenever this comes on for a second season, if it ever comes back and they continue to keep detailing this, I will always think of Dominique.
Mm-hmm.
Her being,
Absolutely.
like just opening up and her being such a relic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so
Mm-hmm.
closed in and so within herself, to her progressing from that to now becoming this dyke and becoming a man and opening up her shell and showing somebody some love when at the earlier part she shunned that from damn
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, she did. She
But
Yeah.
did.
then,
Mm-hmm.
then her not acting at first on the hate towards Naja. We're not going to say the real person's name, but
Right.
right. And then when the young lady said, I thought she was going to kill a girl, but she kind of rolled with her and fell in love with her, and then wound up subsequently killing her. But she
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
go through that emotional
Mm-hmm.
love and figuring it out and being with the girl and whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
The girl just had such a disdain towards Naja, which caused her ultimately her demise. But
Yeah.
that
Right.
wrapped up and caught up in these actors and actresses, we put them on pedestals.
Yes.
We put them on pedestals. We put people on pedestals unfairly, right? And
Mm-hmm.
no fault of our own, we come to idolize these people and think they could do no wrong. And this is what can happen when it goes too far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Already, check out Swarm is on Amazon Prime. Is a great watch.
Yes.
Watch with a clear mind. Watch it with time on your hands because it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely going to continue to consume your time.
Let me tell y'all how good this is. Y'all know I am not a person that like to watch TV. I was texting Ish. I said, girl, I'm going back in for a third time. I've watched it three
Yeah.
times.
And that's it too.
The
You have
entire
to watch
season.
it. Yep.
Three times. It's
Yep.
that good. It
Yep.
is that
Watch it.
good.
Watch it multiple times because I guarantee you that
You're
you're
gonna
going
see
to miss
something
something.
every
You're going to
time.
see something that you missed the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually going to have your mind thinking a certain way. Like it's
Girl,
crazy.
by the
So
second
watch
one,
it.
I was sitting up there Googling each and every thing that happened. I said, okay, let me see this, let me see that. I was Googling everything that happened
Mm-hmm.
that second time. Then the third
Facts.
time I was like, ooh, okay, I see what I missed. It could have
Facts.
been this or that. So
Yep.
y'all go in, look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, you'll be thinking this crew like I was, because if it wasn't for them, I would not have watched it. I'm not
Watched
gonna even
it.
lie.
Yeah. And a
I
lot of
never would
people
have
would
even
steer away
considered
from
watching
it
it.
just because, after the first episode or second beginning of the second
Mm-hmm.
episode, you're like, wait a minute, what is happening here? This show just took a totally different turn than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be cool. Damson Idris is in here, da, 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 and I thought it was going to be something different. But it really held the attention of a lot of people who would not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily watch this type of show. And that is the magnificence in Donald Glover and Nell. What's the young lady's name? Because I did not remember her name.
Oh, Dominic.
No, 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 no. The other curator along with Donald Glover.
Oh, Janine.
Janine Neighbors.
Yes, yes. So I mean, it's magnificent, magnificent,
Lynette,
magnificent.
sorry, we didn't ruin it for you because what Katie said. It, somebody can tell you, but until you see it for yourself,
Yeah.
you get a totally, truly different sense because it's based upon what your mind
Yep.
believes about
In the
who the
perception.
story and
Yep.
plot is about, right?
Hmm.
And
I
besides, there's a whole lot more killing in there than that.
but even still, we'll see something, we'll say something, but that's not even a storyline about who dies. It's the storyline of just like getting into the story and seeing it and feeling it. So
Yeah.
trust me, I
Yeah.
bet you when you watch it, you will not be like, "Oh, I know what's going to happen," because you really, really don't. You really, really
Mm-mm.
go watch it. Please go watch it. Oh shit, Marilyn is confessing that she bought T-book. Congratulations.
Yes.
Only but 2 years behind, and we already waiting for. We ain't
Shout out to Marilyn.
But this next story right here is fucking disgusting. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. And the reason why is because it just continues to keep happening. A man chokes 2-year-old to death on FaceTime, and he made the baby mama watch. Like, I know we just talked about a movie that glorifies death, and we're glorifying it. But then when you hear stories like this, it brings you back to reality again. A man choked his 2-year-old daughter to death on FaceTime, and he made the baby mama watch. Why? They were going through something. He took it out on the baby to show her whatever he was trying to show her, which is crazy. Y'all ladies are mothers. Take us there.
Well, I find it very, very sick that, more and more individuals are using social media as a platform to spill out these type of fucking heinous acts and behaviors. Like, what has to be playing through somebody's mind who is already fucking sick to hop on a FaceTime or live, Instagram live, or whatever the case may be, for somebody to fucking do that, like, it just goes to show you what Donald Glover is actually saying, is that we're infatuated with the connection to social media and allowing other people to step into our um lives and dysfunction and all of that shit. And so for this man to get on FaceTime with the mother of his child, who he picked up from a daycare and used as a pawn to fulfill his sick shit, is craziness to me.
So
And
here's
I,
a little bit of backstory. These two adults were fighting Dontre Flanagan and Zavia Flanagan. I'm sorry, Zavia is the young lady, is a young girl, but the mother of Zavia were arguing, and Flanagan assaulted her, took her phone, and left with the girl. Authorities say afterwards he allegedly threatened the child if the mother didn't do as she was told. And what he wanted her phone. She said, he just wanted my phone. He was screaming at me, telling me, what is the passcode? Tell me the passcode, or she's going to get hurt. And I'm telling him the passcode over and over, but I guess it wasn't enough. Ms. Watson Kristen said, after getting the code, Flanagan took the girl and led the authorities on a 30-mile chase, all while hitting cars and driving the wrong way at times.
Wow.
Oh,
Just lost it.
The young girl was injured and required CPR. Her face was covered in blood. He hit her with something really hard and then called me on FaceTime and showed me. He choked her on FaceTime and stop. She loves you. His exact words were, you only love that man. You did this to her. You did this to her.
Now, she had made complaints about him to the authorities apparently already, and nothing had been done. I wonder, had they listened to her just a little bit instead of them just assuming, oh, it's just another domestic dispute. Had they listened to her, like she said, maybe they could have saved that baby's life. Or when she said she told him to move in right now, he's trying to kill her. She said it took them 20 minutes. So they, the authorities just did not move fast enough. But like you say, what is getting into people that they have to go live? Now they're using platforms for murder. I mean, by this point, they can't care anything about their lives. They can't care anything about what's going to happen to them, at least not at the moment anyway. It's a sad day because that's all you're hearing now. People going off the deep end. They're going off the deep end.
And this is the second time in a couple of days where we've seen where social media was used to highlight someone committing a crime. Just yesterday, a woman was charged for the murder of her husband live on Facebook. She was arguing with her husband in front of the kids and the mother, his mother, and wound up shooting him. He was trying to go to work, and she didn't want him to go to work. They had some words, and she was saying that he was in love with another man, and he was leaving to go be with the other man, and she wound up shooting him. I shared this with the group, and the group I'm talking about, Uncensored Minds castmates, yesterday, where she's in the background after she shoots him and he dies. She's screaming, "Oh my God, I'm going to jail! Oh my God, I'm going to jail!" As the kids are in the background screaming, and the mother is screaming as well. My question is why? We are truly living in the last days.
I agree with you there.
I acknowledge everything that is going on right now in the world as being the last days, and we are entrenched in them.
Yep.
It is so sad to turn on the TV, get an alert on your cell phone or your communication device, and see another tragedy. Somebody getting shot, somebody losing their life, somebody on Instagram twerking and popping, and we think that shit. All the buffoonery and disrespect that goes on. Gotta be infuriating you when you see things like that. It has to be hopefully waking you up to check on those that are in and around you to make sure that they're not engaging in those type of acts.
Facts.
Toxic is a toxic trait that seeps into our souls and consumes us, actually. We start to move with the likeness of that.
Yeah. People get stuck in that toxicity.
Yep.
They become stuck in it, and that's life for them. And they just feel like they can't move on because they're stuck in it.
Right.
But
and then they kind of want to draw people in. And it's the oddest thing to want to bring people into that dysfunction and to witness that what it is you're about to impose upon already so many lives, and then to bring other people into that is even sicker.
It is.
And I'm just confused and baffled by it each and every time it happens, outside of the what they're committing already, but then to impose it upon the social media world is and it's just insane.
It's crazy.
It is.
Like the devil is definitely upon.
Oh yeah,
he's upon us. He's here. He's in and around us, and we allow his ways to seep in and destroy us. Just look at the hate. Look at something that we're going to touch on tonight: the real versus the fake. Everybody wants ops. Everybody want an opposition. So everybody want to feel like they got somebody that's opposing them, so they can tell the world this fake facade of how they ain't bothered and how they not worried. But all the while, they are. You know what I mean? It's a mindset that we got to change. We get so caught up in this technology, which is amazing. That's the reason how we're here today talking to y'all. But we are using it and consuming it in such negative ways to where once the good comes and is being presented to you, you shun that. And you think that is disrespect, and you use that as a way to manipulate others to think, oh, they're just being disrespectful, and their views are just their views, and their views shouldn't be shared with everybody. Just do you. But in the grand scheme of things, the way you're doing you is flawed and malicious and fake. We're gonna get into that tonight. But the four of us is here. Damn, Ish, where'd she go? I was about to damn. He said, I can't handle this no more. I'm gonna go get a tissue, a Kleenex or something. But the gang is all here. The four of us is here. for the first time tonight. Shout outs to Uncensored Minds. This is episode 124. Let's get into the shits. The four of us is here, so that just means it's time to turn up. It's time for us to take it to another level. T, what's going on, T?
What's up? I see everybody in the chat. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? What's up, KD? What's up,
What's
Nell?
up, Prophet?
Um, I just want to speak on that last story and say, the generation that's coming up after us, that social media generation, it's not like that's a thing. Like they grew up in the social media era, so everything they do is social media based. But that's also a youth thing. There was a time when we was young and they used to say, you doing grown things, but you still young.
Mm-hmm.
So I also try to employ people to, before you make these lifelong decisions about having children with these people, relish in your youth. Take that time to get to know yourself, to get to know your emotions, to get your bearings before you start making grown decisions, because everybody's not capable of handling everything that's thrust in front of them, and you might not know how somebody's going to react until you put them in a situation.
Mm-hmm. So
So
true.
if you challenge my emotions, you don't know how I'm going to react because you've never seen me in that situation. So I'm just trying to tell the youth to take your time, enjoy your youth. You can always have kids later. I don't know what's this big rush that people have of having kids when they're like 15, 16, 17, whatever it may be. What is that big rush? You have time.
Great advice
Well,
from
that's
the
cool, cool.
Prophet. Now, I can't help but to agree with you on that one, T. But, when we were younger, how often did we take the advice of the older people? So I can
Right,
only hope that it soak in
Oh,
and
man.
that they will take that advice.
right. That's what I'm saying. At some point, when I was a young knucklehead as well, but at
Yeah,
some point, when are we going to break the chain?
Absolutely.
right.
At some point, we got to break the chain.
And that's what
I
that's what
agree.
I'm saying. What I'm saying is not to demean anybody. It's just like, yo, it's bigger shit to fry. It's bigger fish to fry out here than the shit that we worrying about. Right? Because if you never been put in a situation where you had to fend for your life, you had to beg for your life, or you had to whatever in a situation like that, because we all been through things, right? Everybody has been through some type of struggle, if hopefully, because that's hopefully that you've been through something to give you a little moxie. And if you haven't, congratulations. But when you in this world of everything is meant to break you and everybody is here to destroy you, and you always got to stick your chest out and tell the world that you big bad in this, it's always 5,000 more people that's bigger and badder than you. And once approached, do you keep that same energy or do you fold? 9 times out of 10, I'm sure you fold. Right? Nobody don't want to be shot. Nobody don't want to die. That's the reason why when we land there dying, we ask them for another breath. When we get shot, we ask them, please don't. I don't want to die. Please help me live. When people coming to us and we ain't built for that energy, and we can't facilitate taking, protecting ourselves. We copping please and saying nah, please nah, and I ain't meaning like that. That energy don't even need to be displayed. Like, don't even put yourself in that situation, because at the end of the day, it is no help to you at all. You benefiting from it how? I see the chatter, I hear the bullshit, but at the end of the day, real is real. And if it touch a nerve, it's meant to. It's meant to touch a nerve, because if I touch a nerve or one of us touch a nerve and it helps you to see a different perspective or even make you think, that might be the reason why you sit and live another day or stay out of an issue that you didn't even have to get yourself into, or hear a voice that says, you know what, let me take the high road, instead of acting like everything is against me, everybody against me, or putting that energy out there. Because some people want to touch your gangster just cuz. They having a bad day. Some people just might approach you with something because they going something and they see the shit that you doing or saying, and they think you're inviting that kind of smoke. So we can have all the negative comments we want. We can challenge different topics. Different comments. But at the end of the day, if it ain't positive, it's negative, right? And shouldn't we be changing our negative behavior at this big age in our lives? Shouldn't we be mentoring those that come behind us to show them that there's a different way? Shouldn't we be displaying different behaviors that's meant to improve on our lives instead of taking away or hindering our progress? We can't sit up there and say we praying to God for things and we want to be blessed if we partaking in Satan's activities.
What's up, man? To end that whole topic, I just want to say, whether it's a man or a female, don't wait till that person has to prove how crazy they are. When you see those signs of crazy, or when they tell you I will kill you and things of this nature, move on about your business. Don't take it as a joke. Don't play with it. Don't test it. Just get away from it. Whether that be you have to take 2 months and go live down south for a couple months, just let shit die down. No matter what you have to do, stop testing people. Yeah, stop testing people's crazy and believe it when you see it.
And get away. Because other people crazy can bring out your crazy, and two crazies just ain't gonna mix.
Don't do it.
So just get away.
Because like you said, hold on now, because like you said, Katie, yes, she was reaching out to the cops, but the cops can't do shit until he do shit, and then it's too late. So you have to protect yourself. Everybody has to protect themselves at this point.
Exactly. I agree.
When you protect yourself, if you want to protect your energy and say, I don't want to deal with this today, I don't want to address that, I'm not doing this, you're not wrong for saying that. If you feel somebody bringing a negative energy your way, cut that shit off at the core. I know people know me. People had conversations with me in real time. People know I will tell you in a second, fuck all of that. I'm not dealing with that shit because I know me. I know where I can take it. So when I be trying to say, yo, chill, because you pushing them buttons, I'm telling you, chill, because I know where it could go.
Right.
Chill, just chill, fall back.
But no, a lot of people don't do that. And that's what's the problem. A lot of people don't know to tap into their thresholds where it doesn't spill over. So, you know what I mean? And that's what people has to start doing. They have to start being cognizant of their limits, their thresholds, so that way it doesn't spill into the extra shit. Because when you don't know and you're not cognizant of it, then that's when all the bullshit pop off, and they don't know how to express that. So, you know, people need to take a few tips and be able to do that and be able to situate themselves accordingly.
And stop ignoring red flags, because that's what a lot of us do. Love blinds us.
I don't even think red flags sometimes. Sometimes people just really be telling you, chill, but some people want to impose themselves because they want to get their point across. They get the last word in, or they want to win the argument. There's no win of an argument. Who wins an argument?
Right.
The dead person or the person that's in jail? The person that's feelings is hurt, or the person that was doing the yelling? Ain't no winners. It is weird. It's no winners. There's no winners in an argument. The only winners is once you can find a common ground and figure it out. After understanding what the problem is, saying, you know what, let cooler heads prevail and come back to the situation and say, all right, cool, I got your point. I understand where you was coming from. All right, how can we fix it? There's the true winners. Because now positivity is being fetched. And we're starting to grow together and realizing that shit ain't always a issue. It can be fixed.
Let's move on now. What's next, man?
Get out of here, man. Your boy. Mr. Make America Great Again.
What's
Did he
up
pull a
with
Tekashi 6ix9ine on us? Or was it real? And we talking about the red man, as some people call him, the orange man, as some people call him. Some people call him even President Trump. We call him Trump head. Was he arrested or was it fake news?
When I first seen it, I thought it was real from all the pictures and everything that was going on, and everybody was so excited. But then as I dug into it, it seems like this is fake news.
Yeah.
Fake. The pictures look super real. They had him running from cops.
I don't know why they do this shit.
But fake news. Trump is not arrested. Trump has not been arrested yet. Each, as our resident legalologist here, that's a word.
We done made it a word.
Tell a little bit about what Mr. Trump is facing right now.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, he has committed a number of crimes. Well, I mean, if you really delve into it and think about it.
Wait a minute, Ish.
What?
This particular thing that they were going to indict him for was the Stormy Daniels shit.
The Stormy Daniels shit. That was one.
Stormy Daniels.
Huh?
Yeah.
It was for paying off Stormy Daniels.
Right, for their whole little entanglement of some sort. And I mean, that can fall under lines of extortion or whatever the case may be. And also, his dealings in the J6, the whole little January 6th at the Capitol, finagle, the voting ballots. I mean, the list goes on and on and on in regards to what they can, in fact, indict him on. So it's just all a matter of if an indictment will come down and when it will come down. And if it does, then those pictures that you guys saw with him being toted away in handcuffs and shit will, in fact, be real. So, we just have to wait and see, what the law does.
Yeah. This is just a ploy. They are trying to bring charges against him, but it's nothing that's going to be substantial. It's all just a ploy to make sure that he's not able to run in the next presidential candidacy
Election, right?
Yeah. I'm all for that one.
Why?
Well,
I'm not mad at Trump being the president.
You're not mad at him about being arrested?
No, I'm not mad at him being the president.
Oh, well, I mean.
Well, if in fact he gets arrested, it's going to be some shit that pops off. He has so many, followers and supporters that's about it. They turn up. Look at the Capitol. What happened on January the 6th?
And that's my
last
only
year.
thing about him being
They gonna wreck shit up. Mm-hmm.
Is the people that bring of all of the followers of his, because I cannot sit up here and lie and say that we didn't see some positive things when he was in the White House.
That's all I'm saying. Was your pockets bigger or not?
Exactly. I cannot even sit up here and lie and say that we did not have better economics. He is a great businessman. It's just that all of the negativity that came along with it, all of the people that follow him want to go and jump on this one, jump on that one.
Nah, I ain't jacking that. I am not.
No.
I am not jacking that. Let's back this up.
We can back
we hold up. All right. We have better. Hold up.
Beat, nigga.
In a COVID conundrum, we had stimulus money given to us. Mm-hmm. We didn't have no better economy.
No, we had a better economy.
The economy is struggling now from what was given out to us during that term.
No, hold on. No, what I'm saying is
inflation is at an all-time high.
Hold on.
Giving out money.
Hold on. No, what I'm saying is I'm not standing with him just on a financial basis. I'm standing with him because he was who he said he was.
Yeah,
if he that's what I'm saying. If he stood out and said some race, everybody fucking racist. Cut the bullshit.
I get it. I respect it. I respect it because He stand on what he stand on. You
That's
gotta
what I'm
respect it.
saying.
But when people throw this out there that the economy was better under him and he gave us so much, he gave us nothing. He gave us money that we had to pay back in our taxes last year, a year. He gave us things that made the deficit bigger and causing inflation, which is going on now. Every politician has their own bullshit with them, even this current president right now.
But that's what I was saying. That's what I'm
I'm not going to glorify a man that gets up and disrespects women. I'm not going to get up there and glorify a man.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Every president or every politician has their bullshit. He said his out loud. That's the only thing. I'm not mad at him because he didn't hide behind his shit. He said it out loud. These other motherfuckers. I'm still yet to see this nigga Biden. Where is he? Come outside. Come outside.
So we making it cool to just all right, cool. Is this a double standard, or is we like? I see people shaking their heads and thumbs up when they say he say what he say what he mean. But if we went on this tirade again, I'm bringing this word back up because I'm going to make it make sense. My book's coming out July 8th. Make it make sense. Sort of. If I go around calling people bitches and I stand on that and say, yeah, you a bitch, and I see you in person, does that make it right?
No, I didn't say it was right, but I'm not mad at you because you're saying what you feel like saying. That's what I'm saying. Right, I'm going to say whatever I feel like saying. I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to say it behind closed doors, and then when I get in the public, not say it. That's all I'm saying.
True, and I live by that same credo, right? If mean what you say what you mean, right? And if you say it, stand on it. I get it, but I can't agree with people that's going along with the okay. He says what he means what he say. He can say whatever he wants because he stand on it. No, it's still disrespect. It still hurts people.
Right. It's definitely disrespect. But my whole thing is, you don't think these other motherfuckers are saying that shit? They just not saying it where he's saying it.
Yes, and I don't.
They saying it.
I respect nothing of them. It's one person that had that got a little bit of my respect, and that was Barack Obama. Not just because he was a black man, but because he had.
Did you say meh?
Like I don't like when we see. This is where it fucks me up. We will commend some motherfucking white man who get up there and just because he is who he say he was, we applaud him. But a black man has broken barriers and did for us and made us cool. We is nah, that's not fucking dope.
Was we not cool before Barack Obama?
I was cool.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying though, but people still our culture though. People still our culture, and they take from our culture because our culture is the best culture.
People are always going to steal our culture.
Still, he brought respect. He brought a level of respect.
You think that the other countries respected us when Barack Obama was the president? Do you think that the other countries respected us when Barack Obama was the president?
Nobody respects nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was about to say. Is there really any respect that goes on nowadays?
What he did.
That's the thing. Nobody respects us, even when Trump was it. They didn't.
Right.
Did they try anything? No. Are they trying anything now? No. It's always a threat on the horizon. When big dog, everybody's coming for your spot.
Right, but what I'm saying though is I don't care about none of these politicians. I'm in the mud.
That's why
I'm in the mud. I don't care about none of these politicians.
What
I will say is, don't fake the funk. Don't be coming in here in your candidacy making all these promises that we never fucking see. That's all I'm saying. Show me something that you did. That's all.
At the end of the day, the moment you set forth your and allow your expectations to be dictated by a man is foolish. If you put your hopes and your dreams into a single man being able to come out here and change this world, is foolish. If you think a man is going to change the outcome of things that has been going wrong my 42 years on this earth and nothing has ever been different, then it's foolishness. Hence, the reason why I don't put my trust into none of them, but I still have a reverence for individuals who have respect for those in and around us, right? racism was simmering when Barack Obama was the president.
Is
Trump
it?
Trump pulled the white cloth from over his head and showed what America is truly about.
And I'm not mad at that because they was hiding when Barack was the president. That's all they was hiding. They was still racist, but they were hiding.
But you can't say you for the people if you only directing your speeches to these people that are full of hate.
No,
These people are meant to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think none of them is for the people. I don't think none of them is for the people.
His followers are hateful people.
Right, but what I'm saying is I don't think none of them is for the people. I'm not saying that I'm for Trump. I'm just saying that I don't think none of them is for the people. So fuck.
It's just the lesser of the evils, pretty much. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It is the lesser of the evils, but I'm not one of them people that's going to be faking it 1 minute saying fuck Trump, fuck Trump, fuck Trump. But then a couple years down the line, oh yeah, he was the best thing since sliced bread. That ain't in me. If I had that same quarrel with him back then, I still got it now. I got it now. Mm-hmm. If I have disdain for you, then I don't know how to switch because everybody else is in that. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. It ain't never gonna be. I don't care if you gave me $50 million. It's this nigga that just gave me $50 million that I don't like. I don't. He gave me $1,200. That's what Trump gave us.
Like thanks.
And people fell in love with that. That's how silly our minds are. We fell
but that's why I said
buying up us. That's why
I said it's not just about the money.
It's not. But people's infatuation with him and admiration came from being bored. Let's wake up, slaves.
Right.
So if you allowed yourself to be bored for $1,200 and your viewpoint now skewed because he put a $1,200 check in your pocket.
That's all.
Can I give you $1,200 and you come over here and work?
Hey, no. Guess what we do as black men, right? Me and you. Guess what we do, right?
Get it.
We get it.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Most of the people.
I don't care if it's Trump. I don't care who the fuck it is.
Go
get it. But you got people out here that they got a little stimulus and then they flip the script. Oh my God, Trump, my godfather. Trump, my uncle. Trump invited to the cookout. Trump,
not really.
He could lay on my couch. No.
I spent that $1,200 though. I ain't really fucking with this nigga. Like I spent it. I probably paid some bills and shit with it. Thank you, Trump. But I don't hop on that side though. That's the thing. Like, you know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not on his side and I'm not against him. I'm impartial to all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
That's why I do politics.
If you spend it.
I spent that shit. I spent that shit as soon as it hit the account. Real quick. I forget what I spent it on, but I spent it on some shit.
I think I
paid some bills or bought some food or some shit.
We was in Walmart. You couldn't.
I see you, Helen. I loved when Bill Clinton was president. I see you, Helen. Yeah, I loved when Bill was in office. When Bill Clinton was president, it was up. Niggas was getting their dick up. It was up.
He loved dick up. Like, who he don't?
Nell, and I stayed in Walmart. Nell, what?
When the little 12 hit, I to you. When the little 12 hit, I was out there with my little shopping cart. You know what I mean? Thank you.
Facts. Thank you.
I bought little items and I still hated them. Thank you.
Thank you.
But we forget this regime right here. Even though I don't agree with some of the things that's going on, gave us $12 too.
Facts. I agree. Well, if you do like Mr. Clinton, somebody said Bill Clinton gave us money too, but yeah, he did.
Facts. That's my dog.
He did.
That's my
favorite
Mr.
Clinton.
Clinton is my favorite president.
Yeah,
he is my favorite president too.
Who your favorite president?
Okay.
Clinton.
No, Clinton. That's what I said. If you do like Mr. Clinton, like somebody mentioned Mr. Clinton. Yeah, Mr. Clinton was one of my favorites.
Smoke.
Listen, he ready. He ready. You like Trump? Let's have it. We about to have it here tonight.
Right? Nobody is pulling for him.
Hey, I thought they said the T word. My favorite. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. My favorite president is definitely just the person who we inspired to be when we was young. They always told us that we can be the president of the United States. And until I seen that, I couldn't
I'm
get
never inspired to be the
I will
president.
always that Barack Obama broke barriers. He showed us something that at one time was always a myth to us black kids in the hood.
Who he beat though?
Be a doctor, you could be a lawyer. We know, we see him.
Hey, no, who he beat though? Oh, I'm gonna shut up. But I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up though.
He was a 2-term press. He beat 2 people.
Who did he beat?
Beat Mitt Romney, and he beat the old guy from Arizona.
Once again, who did he beat?
Nobody's. Are you trying to say there was like no competition whatsoever?
Who did he beat?
That is why he won.
Who did he beat?
He beat him.
Listen,
he beat him.
I'm proud of the boy.
A win is a win.
That's what I'm saying. I support a black president. I'm proud of that accomplishment. But don't act like he beat Michael Jordan.
Not MJ.
Who did he beat? Bill,
Who did that?
Who did not Trump MJ?
Bill, he beat
not MJ.
I'm not voting for Trump. No, I'm not voting for that nigga.
Well, y'all are not voting for anyone.
Right.
I mean,
asking us who did he beat?
Let's run the tape, and y'all said y'all not even voting. So,
okay, you notice
it don't
I'm
even
quiet.
matter. Let's move on. Let's get to your favorite topic. Since you already fired up, let's get into your favorite topic.
Yes, get into your favorite topic.
Wait, you got the floor.
What, head?
You got the floor. It ain't in writing zone yet. You got the floor.
No, yeah.
Yo,
we saved the head and shit until later.
You feel it? You feel it? Like this is where we get into the real versus the fake, and that's what we talked about earlier. Real love versus fake love. Real hate versus fake hate. Right? Real energy versus fake energy. We see a lot of this nowadays. Right? And with social media has become even more prevalent. It has become even more progressive. Right? We have people who hinge their existence on feeling like the underdog or feeling like the oppressed, when we have an opportunity each day that we wake up to choose our attitude and choose the way we move. Yeah, everything ain't always going to be scripted. Our days ain't always going to go as planned, but we ultimately have the control over how we approach things. If we're always looking at things from a negative perspective, we get negativity. If we're looking from things from a positive aspect, then it has an opportunity to turn a negative into a positive because your thinking process is straight, right? Real love versus fake love. We always talk about the conditional love versus the unconditional love, or, the love that we have to have for somebody based upon actions or a feeling that we have. A number of these things will be discussed in this topic here when we talk about real love versus fake love. Like T said, it scuffs his boots.
Scuffs my Timbs. This is what scuffs my Timbs, man. Shout out to Jazz the Rapper.
When we hear and we see people that we know personally, know situations, personal situations, and we see them using certain situations that they could have been out of, or they pulled themselves out of, or they're not even in, and using it as ammunition to get off a post to get a couple likes, or they'll use, a situation that really ain't a real situation that can be mended, that could be talked out, could be whatever, and use it as a way of feeling contrived or feeling like everything is all against them. That bothers me. It bothers me because we always say we have a true sense of ourselves. We always say, I'm not letting nothing bother me. I'm not letting nobody tear me down. I'm not letting nobody do whatever. But in the grand scheme, y'all are. Right? If you said to yourself, and you said it to us 1,000 times over, that you got full control of yourself and your life, how did then we come back and then say somebody did us wrong or this, that, and the third? We're going to talk about real love versus fake love. Let's bring others in on this so they can chime in on what we talking about. Ish, what you think? What's your thought? real love versus fake love, or real beef versus fake beef, ops versus optics.
Right, op versus optics. Well, I mean, I think mine's is conditionally based. So some of the things that I can um let's say be in agreement with or just go with the flow with. It really just depends on condition because I am one of those individuals who I take things for face value and I take things for what they're worth. So, sometimes when an individual is doing certain things, I try to like step into their shoes for a minute and just kind of try to see exactly what's happening. And I think we all at some point step into someone else's shoes and kind of see what it is that they're doing and why they're doing it. So, for me, I think it's conditionally based where I can see certain things in a different perspective. But yours statement, real love versus fake love, real beef versus fake beef. I think nobody really fucking know. I think everybody is honestly conditional because honestly, you can have this one person right here, right? And then you got two people on the other side of it. And everybody has a different perspective of it. And this one person is going to say something to this person, and this person is going to say something to that person. You know what I mean? Everybody is doing things based upon what the other person is going to be feeling and accepting of. You know what I mean? So I really don't believe that an individual, one single individual, understands really what it is that they are attempting to do or be or say, if it's real or if it's fake. It is just how they're feeling with that one particular person, each person that they are dealing with. And that's what they're giving. I don't think they even understand the concept of real versus fake. It is all a matter of how I am portraying myself to be with one specific individual, whether it be T, whether it be KD, whether it be Nell. I am going to portray myself to be one way with that person, and then I'm going to be someone else with another person. So I think it's a real fine line with that real versus love. I mean, real versus fake situation.
You come from where we come from, where I come from.
Mhm.
Our walks of life are eerily similar, from the
Mhm.
neighborhoods to the times to the eras. When you seen beef, or you had a disagreement, or you had disdain for somebody, did you run to social media with it? Did you run to the block and scream it out, or did you handle it or move on?
We handled it and we moved on. Most of the time social media didn't it was even non-existent, and even still now, if you notice like certain people from our entity, you know what I mean, our neighborhood or whatever the case may be, you notice this type of shit that we post or the type of shit that we don't post. um and I think that sometimes we adhere to and we stick to that realm of expression. We don't do that. But for some people, it is their way and it is their way to express, whether it's good or bad, whether we think about it indifferently or not. Some people choose to do it that way, but from where we're from, that really doesn't fly. Like we don't do that shit. Period.
T, what happens if you?
Can I go, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that East just made this whole thing real complicated, and it's not
I
complicated.
probably no, it's not. It's not. But
It's
I
real
do. I
simple.
do tend to make things complicated
It's
always.
it's real simple. It's like if I don't fuck with you, I'm not gonna fuck with you. You're not gonna see me in the streets and I'm gonna say hi to you. You're not gonna see me on social media and I'm gonna like your posts and all that shit. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I don't even see you. I don't even
All right,
acknowledge
stay
you.
right there, T. Stay right there, T. So let me ask you something though.
What's up?
Most people don't really know why they don't even fuck with somebody.
Right.
Let's start there. Most people don't really understand why they don't even
We
fuck
can
with
we can
somebody
we can
because
stay
they
we can
have
stay
an
right there. We can stay right
okay,
there,
yeah.
Ish, because
Okay.
those are it could be various factors. It could be jealousy, could be your own insecurities, whatever that factor is that plays a part. That person might not have done anything to you, but you just might not like that person because they, in your mind, they might have, you might think that they have more than you. They might not even have more than you, but in your mind, you think that they have more than you,
All
or
right.
you think that they have the person that you want. Whatever it is, it's your own insecurities that you're fighting against.
All right, stay right there. Now, is that a true, genuine reason not to like somebody because of your
In
own
their mind, yeah.
insecurities?
In their mind, yes. I don't agree with it, but in their mind, yes.
And those insecurities leak over
Right.
into certain conversations with people where you will hear them or have them saying they'll be biting that person's back out just for the simple fact of being insecure or jealous or wanting what they perceived as them having, right? But then you see where those same individuals who have so much to say about a person be in the comment section, liking posts and giving energy to people's shit.
But let's stay right there now because we had a conversation before about the four of us about just generally liking the post because it's the four of us.
Yeah.
Right.
And I stated that I don't agree with that. I have to like the post. I'm not going to
Right.
like the post because it's your post. I need to see what the post is. And if I agree with that, then I'll like it. I'm not going to like it just because it's your post and we cool. No,
Like
that is my
like
definition of
the
real
four
freak
of us
love.
have a bond. The four of us, we can say we are all cool, right? There's times each post something I don't I'm not commenting on or liking, not because I don't fuck with her or I got some beef with her or I don't want to support her. It's just that ain't for me.
Right.
If something that's for me that might get a little chuckle or whatever the case may be from, and that's okay.
Right. And I don't then say Nell is fake.
Yes.
Because he showed me love on Sunday, but he don't show me love through the week. Like it doesn't boil over into that for me. And I
But
think
the
that's where
problem,
some people
go ahead,
gets it twisted.
the problem all boils down to people don't know what real or fake love is. They don't know.
That's what I was trying to say. I know I might not be eloquent sometimes.
They don't know. That's
but
all.
that's what I was trying to say.
They don't know. It's just like everybody who knows that I was the biggest Kobe fan or whatever. And I've seen people who used to dog Kobe out every fucking day. And then when Kobe died, it was, oh, we love you. No, the fuck you didn't. Just shut up and don't say nothing. That be the fake shit. Like if you don't fuck with somebody, like if something happens to somebody that I don't fuck with, I'ma just not say nothing.
Yes. Or if I gotta speak on it, I'm going like on our show, on our sneaker show. We have a sneaker show that we do on Wednesday, and we may show a pair of Kobe's. I'm not saying, oh my God, he's the greatest basketball player since Mike. I might have had a little disdain for Kobe at one point in my career. I'll say he's amazing, he's great, he's the second best player behind Mike. But when I refer to him, I say T, your boy. Right. I'll say T, your homie. Got a fly sneak right here. Your man, your dog. He knows who I'm talking about. It could be only two players, Kobe or Penny. Right. We know about that. So when you know. But that's what we're talking about, where the optics comes into play and it's weird.
Right. Or because now, if not to cut you off.
Okay. I'm just one point before you go. People get weirded out and get in their feelings when you don't like they post, but they're associated with you. Did you do it for attention or did you do it to get your post off? Like, people all the time, oh, you must be attention whore because you post a picture of yourself. I don't be knowing what people say in the comments. I really do. I post a picture and be going. I post my picture and be going on my page. Well, why you post a picture on your page? Because it's my page and it's of me. So it goes with the credence of what that page is. It's Darnell. It's a picture of Darnell. And I get up off of it. I don't say to a person, damn, you ain't like my picture all week.
Yeah, I mean.
Why didn't you supposed to fuck with me?
I'm
I don't.
telling you,
I
man.
know him in real life. If I could talk to you in real life, I could text you in real life, I could call you in real life. That's all that matters to me. All that other shit is just for show.
Right. And but that's another
Mhm.
thing too, now what I was getting ready to say, like, somebody can really, really, really engage with you or engage with T, and then, there's something else going on and they want to be disgruntled about that. They don't necessarily have an issue with it. They just want to talk shit about it to you to get closer or to get a
But what
liking.
is the point in that? Like
Yeah,
that's
I know,
fake.
but
That's fake to
there
me.
is no point. There is no point to it. But I've seen this done. I've had this
Right,
done.
right.
And it's like they don't really have an issue. So in your mind, you like, oh, well, she really got an issue with X, Y, and Z. But in all actuality, she really don't.
Right.
She really like that shit. And to that person, she gonna really like that shit.
Right.
But to you, she wanted to say X, Y, and Z so that she can find a link between you two because she really is, wants to connect with you
but what
or
people
with
don't
T or
understand,
with KD or whatever the case
people
may
don't
be.
understand about that is the person on the opposite side of that might not be with all that. They
Right.
from a whole different era or a
They
whole
can
different
see through
ball
the
game
fake shit.
where they
They
be
can
like,
see through the
oh,
fake shit.
that's fake to me. Like you ain't got to do that. Like if you just want to have a conversation, just have a conversation. We can get down to the nitty gritty and figure it out. But all that hating shit and backbiting me and killing me all in the post section be like wow,
Mm-hmm.
when it don't gotta be because at the end of the day, is that post supposed to check me?
Mm-hmm.
Because the
I
people that
mean,
are supposed to come to your rescue and hold you tight at night because you fucking upset? No.
I
So it just
know.
be weird.
I know. It'll be people that'll be like, okay, Ish and this Adams Family Sunday wig was just
Yeah.
magnificent. Like, you know what I mean? But then somebody DM and be like, what the fuck was Ish doing with this dumbass wig on? Like, it's just
Oh,
under
people definitely do it, Brenda. I mean, we see it every
people
fucking
definitely
day.
do
We
it.
see it
Definitely,
every single day.
definitely do it.
But Katie, what's your word,
Definitely do
Katie?
it.
Damn, Trump kicked me off.
My
Not Trump though.
my word is not to worry about the opinion of others because you have no control over it. As
True.
far as like the fake and the real, as Ish said, you're gonna have your different personalities for different areas of your life. We have a different work personality. I wouldn't say that's fake. It's just a different personality. As far as like
I don't have a different
fake,
work personality. I'm an asshole on both occasions.
Yeah, me too.
yeah, well, okay.
Me too.
And that's your personality. But some people, you have these jobs where it kind of require a different personality than what your home personality is. Then when you get home with the kids and your family, it's a totally different personality. So you're gonna have a different personality depending on who the people are that you're dealing with. As far as like real love and fake love, honestly, I would say what's real to me doesn't necessarily have to be real to you. So I wouldn't say real love versus fake love that I can recognize it anyway. I would be the first to admit I cannot say what's real. I cannot say what's fake. I can only go by the feelings of the said love or the
All right,
said feelings or
let's
whatever.
let's stay right there because this is where we got sidetracked last time we had this conversation. So you and Ish said that y'all would just like the post because it's our post, even if you knew nothing about that particular post.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
We did say that. Yes. And that happens
Yeah. And
all
I do
across
that
social
because
media. I
I
do that.
support you.
Yeah.
But we do that.
Right.
I do that.
Yes. Yeah.
But on my
If
side,
like some of the people in the chat, if I see something that they posted, yeah, I'm gonna place a love on there. I do read it, so I know what it is. I'm gonna place a love, let you see. Yeah, I see you. I acknowledge it.
But
That's if I come across it.
but
Yeah.
what happens is that we gotta be cognizant of our presences in places that we really ain't built for.
right.
Mm-hmm.
because we putting energy behind shit, and we ain't really into that energy. Like we could, so be cognizant of your presence, right? Be careful with the company you keep. That's what I was looking for. Be careful with the company you keep. That's been instilled in us, and since we were children. Everybody, friend. I mean that to say, when you put energy into something or heart something, even if you don't believe in it because you're doing it because you know that person, that's fueling that person. That person says, "Oh my fucking God!"
Not only that,
I got somebody that's
no
riding with me on this fucking train of burnout.
No, listen. Now, listen. Not only that, you have to be careful because, say, if you like a person's post now that happened to be a transgender, then they're going to be like, "No, you like transgenders." So you have to be careful of the shit that you're just liking.
And I
just
know
because
people,
you know somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know people say they post shit because they like to post. It might not be nothing in their world. Cool indeed. Cat. Cat a fucking Donna. It's cat because, yeah, sometimes the post be flying and they say some fly shit. But when we start to manifest, or we start to post shit that we don't believe in, or just because we like to hear it or we like what it said, we take a fight for that shit. We get held accountable. Yeah, I mean, you got shit like. Could you imagine you like a post of something that somebody said just because they are part of our network, and that post was found to be demeaning,
right?
And your job pulled up, or something that's looking to put they money behind to endorse you or to sponsor you, and you said something just because you liked it because it was one of our followers, it was one of that shit can cost you. It's like being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
All right, so
incorporating
let me
when it wasn't even
right. No, and I do agree. I totally agree. And I think for me, I look at it sometimes objectively. As far as just being raw honey or a business, like when I double tap, sometimes not only do I show support, but sometimes seeing raw honey will have the clickbait. See, this is the social media whole Donald Glover thing. So for me, it's a little different. I clicked on something of Nori's as far as just like the real Noriega, and the Smoke Champs followed me, raw honey, today. So it's like, for me, I get it. I totally get it. And not all the time am I necessarily thinking in the sense of just what I'm liking or whatever. Sometimes I just want raw honey's name to just be seen, for somebody to then go click on that has clicked on something that I actually liked.
Right. And that's fine. That's fine, Ish, when you're doing that on your business page. But when you're doing it on your personal page, it's a little different.
Well, I'm never on my personal.
Yeah, it's a little different.
All my shit is
doing
like
shit on your personal page.
You know why we saying this? And we're not trying to change. We're not coming at nobody. Please, we got a public disclaimer announcement. We got to put a PSD on this, right? We're not saying nobody fake, nobody wrong. We giving you a perspective of another angle that y'all may have never thought of. Me and this man have been in shit. Me and this man have been in situations where it even wasn't our fault. And we both been shot. Wrong place at the wrong motherfucking time. You never know. Somebody could have said this, and I liked that post, and now they want to smoke with everybody who liked that post.
Right.
I could have been. They could have seen me dapping up one of my niggas, giving them a hug, or whatever, taking a picture with them. Now they coming to get me, because now they can't get him because they know I'm close to them, and not knowing I ain't in 20 years. We just tell y'all things from another angle, not to say, oh, y'all performing in real or fake activity. We just sometimes you got to understand some of the different blocks that's out there, because we travel down them shits on detours, realizing what neighborhoods you done detoured yourself in, and say, oh shit, this is real life right over here. This could lead to that. It could lead to negative energy. It could lead to something being mistaken or taken out of place, or you being put in a situation where because you fraternized with that or entangled yourself in that dance, now you gotta somebody else's shit.
So let me ask y'all something, like stay like while we're here. So y'all see somebody who has, maybe said something or expressed something to you, and then you see them under somebody else's post, the same person that they was, expressing certain things about, or whatever the case may be. Do you actually call them out on that? Or do you just take mental notes and just say, hey, this is how this person operates, and this is how I'm, this is the category that I'm putting them in?
I'm gonna keep it a focus stat.
More than likely, I'm gonna mind my business.
Yeah.
But I just feel more than likely I'm gonna mind my business. I might notice it and I might take a mental note, but I'm not gonna call you out on it unless it's like totally out of the window disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. You know where I will check a person at? If a person is doing something and saying something that's disrespectful that don't represent them.
Right.
Because I've called people like, yo, that shit's fucking fugazi. Take that shit down. Or what you doing is nutty. Take that shit down. Right. Or how you representing yourself ain't really you. Take that shit down. I will call a person in a minute if something is fucking going to diminish them, take away from them, or put them or cast them in a bad shadow or bad light, because that's respect. I can't say I'm your friend if I yes ma'am you to fucking death.
Right.
I can't say I'm fucking with you or I ride with you if I allow you to crash and burn. If I'm your real friend, I got real love for you, I'm gonna call you out on your shit. If you choose to not do nothing after that, that's on you. But at least you can't say, Nell ain't try to pull up on me and try, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you got a question like, well, why? I'm gonna tell you why from a perspective of somebody else looking in, like, yo, that's not really you. You dressing half-ass sex. You damn near half naked on a Facebook is killing your image. What happens if you try to get a promotion at your job? They not looking at your resume. They looking at your social media posts. That's what you look for. Your work performance, they already know it. That's why they consider you for this job. They know you a hustler. But you know where they're gonna go? Your social media posts to see if you representing this company in a bad light by your own actions. Because when I promote you, I'm promoting you to another bigger role. So if they see some shit I did, I'm like, the fuck? I can't employ this. I can't get behind this. Or your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews. Somebody Google you, or they Google your last name. Images come up. That might be your mother laying there with her damn legs open and the fucking titties hanging out. You like, damn, man, that's you. And you come home and whatever, and now you embarrassed. So if your friends ain't pulling up on you, fucking checking you, is that your friend?
Right. No, I want to wrap this up. I want to just say that
this shit up so we can get this.
It's all subjective, and it's all your personal beliefs and however you want to move. It's all totally up to you. But me personally, I would say that just because I support you, I can't support something that I don't support. So if I don't support it, no matter how much I fuck with you, I'm not ever going to support some shit that I just don't support.
And does that mean you're trying to change a person because you don't support it?
No.
It means you still love them. You can love them all the same. Yes. Just even though you might not like it, or you might not support it, or you don't, or you whatever, that don't take away the love that you have for that person.
Facts.
That's just your feelings and your beliefs. And you should be able to live in that space and not it be a, oh, well, you trying to, it's not I'm trying to change you. I just don't believe in it. That's cool. You want to do it, cool. But maybe I don't want it around me, or maybe I don't feel that way, or maybe I'm not entertaining that post because whatever. You know how many times we talk about this? I know we talk about this and it's crazy, saying crazy. Some people might, why y'all care? We care because we got people that pull up on us all the time.
Thanks.
And be in our inbox, checking the shit out of us like, I fuck with y'all on Uncensored Minds. I'm cool with y'all support. I buy y'all merch. I fuck with y'all, but y'all never show me no love on my post. And I just be like, I can't get behind everything that I don't represent.
That's what I'm saying. If I don't support it,
Man.
I don't support that. No matter if I fuck with you or not.
And
I can still
Right.
fuck with you. I just don't support that.
Right.
like I come from
Right.
real, like we come from an environment where you had to be real, or you lost your life,
Mhm.
or you got yourself in a situation where if you wasn't real, people checked you on that.
Mhm.
And you had to protect yourself in those real environments. So coming into this fake world, it's like a culture shock, and also a shock to the body. It's like, where am
Mhm.
I? But that's it. Like we just wanted to talk about that. But
What's up, Ish? What we doing?
let's get freaky.
Listen.
Take off your top, KD. It's the erotic zone.
Take off your top, KD.
Take off your top. Well, we are definitely going to get into some shit tonight with the erotic zone, but I'm going to do something fun before we actually get into the conversation. So, you know what it means when I say we're going to have some fun. Guys, are you ready? Are you ready? So, this is going to be a little quick little thing between the Uncensored Minds crew. You guys ready? You know how we do. We do this shit. We kind of wild. We get a little wild with it, and this is just a little taste of if you are not a member, you need to become a member. I don't know how much more we can say it. I mean, Nell says it, KD says it, T says it, I say it, T, KD, Ish, Nell. Listen, if you're not a member, become a member. I promise you, you will not be disappointed because we do little fun shit like this. So before we get into our erotic zone conversation, we are going to do what we do. Just a little something,
This
something.
is
You
a
guys
long ass
ready?
breakdown now. This is a long ass breakdown now. I'm
Listen,
scared.
y'all know I'm long-winded. I don't even know why y'all be acting unfucking familiar. Y'all know I'm long-winded. Y'all know how I do. I repeat myself and all of that shit.
What's up?
So you've been doing the same old T. Matter of fact, Mr. The Prophet T, you've been doing the same old two-stroke lately.
I don't even sound like me, but go ahead.
But tonight it is you. Okay, you've been doing the same old two-stroke. Okay, KD, we've been doing the same old bounce. Okay, and your significant other wants to role play. You told them nope. Not doing it, not going to happen. I ain't fucking with the role play. And it's not my twist. So I ain't fucking with it. So you know what happens on this side, right? The sex guys have now taken away your ability to get an erection. Okay? And for KD and I, it has taken away the ability to get fucking wet.
Hold on.
Out of fucking control.
Hold on, Ish.
Yeah.
Do you see this right here? So I gave my mom my passcode to my YouTube because she's saying I couldn't get her life together and find it. So good night, Mom. This is time for you to go.
Night.
You can't see the section of this thing. Good night, Mother. Yeah. He calls me Daniel.
This is the grown and nasty portion of
this is
my mother calls me Daniel as her name for me. So she just wanted to say good night because I told her when this comes on,
it's time for her to good night, Mom.
Bye,
hugs
Mom.
And kisses.
I love you, Mom.
Yes, hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses.
What's
okay. So
we can't get hard. We can't get hard.
And me and KD can't get wet until we role play. Since we said no, that ain't our twist. We ain't doing shit. This, that, and the third. The sex guy says, okay, well, that's how you want to play. I take away you getting hard, and I take away y'all getting wet. So we have four categories.
Go ahead.
Okay. Location, set the mood, role, and safe word. So we got 4 categories that you're going to choose from. Okay. And this is your whole role play situation. that you can, entangle with to get your fucking erection back. So you want to go first?
Can I expound?
Okay. Yep, absolutely. Go ahead.
I want to come in with like a giraffe head on or some shit. Like I want to come in the whole like animal suit.
Oh shit! And he
And
said he
then,
want to
you
come
know,
in the animal.
You
and
want
then
to
we
get
can put on it.
wild.
And then we
Yes.
can
How
put
about
on
it?
it.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
let's
coming in
stay
wearing
on
the whole
that.
fucking suit.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
So
E.
let's stay on that actually.
Hold on.
Before we get into the
What's
4
up, man?
categories, what animal are you choosing? Because T already fucking said, what he would want to come in as. So let's just keep it on that.
I'm coming in as the giraffe, man.
He said the giraffe. Go ahead. Nell, Katie, whoever
coming-
wants to go.
I'm coming as the elephant.
Elephant.
I think I want to be a panther.
Panther.
Black panther.
I'm definitely going to be a lion. Lioness. That'd be me.
What's your
But
question,
okay.
Diana?
So you got, Diana said, what the fuck is going on? Y'all
What's
don't
your
have
question,
this-
Diana?
Diana
Go
said,
ahead, Ish.
what the fuck is going on? That's a
Go ahead,
question.
Ish. We got to pick a location or something.
All
What we
right.
doing?
Location. You got Dirty Motel, Glory Hole. And for those of you who don't know what Glory Hole is, you can ask me. Bar or lounge, football field, steam room,
That's a glory
or
hole. Yeah.
library.
What's a glory hole?
Glory hole is like a peep show, but they got the glory hole and somebody stick their dick through that joint. You can't see who they is or whatever,
Right.
but they stick
Right.
their dick through that joint,
They
or you
stick
stick your ass up there,
or you
and they
stick your
fuck in
ass
your
up
ass.
there in your
You can't see
vagina,
that.
your asshole, your anal,
Yeah,
whatever.
It doesn't
It's
matter
just
because
a-
I want the football field anyway. I need room to roam.
Oh, okay. Football field. So, all right. So, KD's is football field. Guys, do you need me to repeat or do you know?
Yeah, I need you to repeat.
All right. Dirty Motel,
I lost that dirty motel. Go ahead.
Glory Hole, bar or a lounge, football field, steam room, or library.
I'm taking library.
I'm a glory hole.
Okay. All right then. No. I love it. I love it. I love it. And for those who don't know, this is some of like what we do on the extra content Uncensored Minds membership. Make sure you go grab that. Set the mood. Liquid courage. Red light. Rain machine. Sexy dirty talk. Argument. Or tent trick breath work.
I have to address Brenda first. Yeah, Brenda, I'm running through the library in my giraffe suit. And it's going to be argument based because the passion builds in arguments.
So please make sure you remember the things that you've said, because at the end you will repeat them all. So T says argument. Go ahead, Katie.
I need to repeat it.
Liquid courage. This is setting the mood. Liquid courage. Red light. Rain machine. Sexy
that's it.
dirty
You can
talk.
talk right there.
Okay.
Rain machine.
Rain machine. Got it. All right, Mr. Nell.
Sexy dirty talk.
Sexy dirty talk. Okay.
With liquid courage.
Okay.
Let me say why, because he gave an explanation why. So glory hole, if y'all know what a glory hole is, it's supposed to be a cutout in a stall, a bathroom stall. And finds pleasure, finds a little surprise. So she's had her little liquid courage and she's stumbling her way to the bathroom. And she gets there and she sees this tree trunk of a thing stick joint, because I'm an elephant. Back that shit up on me like Juvenile. As I'm behind the wall, she can't.
I ain't mad at you,
dirty,
good brother.
fucking dirty.
Listen.
Hitting it.
You got it written out.
Listen, okay? He done came up with this
I ain't mad at
shit.
you, good brother.
How we doing it?
Okay.
Represent as well, good brother. Represent as well.
As well. All right. So everybody picked their setting the mood, correct?
Right.
All right. So now we've moved on.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Yes.
Excuse me. You didn't say anything.
Who, me? Oh, did I pick the first one? All right. So I'm going to actually pick the steam room, which is the location, and I'm going to pick argument as well. All right. So roll plumber. So I'm going to do the men's roles first because they're going to be different for us, KD. All right. So I'm going to do them first. Plumber, mechanic, zookeeper, robber, landlord, or pimp.
The role of who? The person I'm doing?
Yes.
We gotta be that. Yeah, we gotta be that.
Plumber, mechanic, zookeeper, robber, landlord, or pimp.
I'm pimping.
I knew T was gonna say pimp. I knew it. I was just sitting here waiting for it. I knew it.
I'm the robber. The reason why I'm breaking into your house, you are in the shower. You are in there singing your little heart out. I see your silhouette behind the plastic of the curtain. And I say, God damn, I jump right up in that motherfucker and we go to town. And that's the robbery that you ever could experience.
Okay. So Miss KD, for the ladies, it's virgin, mermaid, stripper, groupie, cheerleader, and cowgirl.
Mermaid.
Damn.
I'll be a groupie.
What you say now?
Mermaids don't got coochies.
I can't. You been a groupie, Ish?
I'm gonna be a groupie.
Shout out to all the cowgirls, man. Hit my line.
Cowgirl.
All the cowgirls hit my line.
Do they?
Do they got coochies?
This one do.
I don't know,
Look, this is our story. We are making it the way we want to make it.
Hey, no,
So this one has one. And a good one. That wet one. Mermaid.
Listen,
Hey,
a mermaid.
coochie.
Okay. All right. So the last category is your safe word. So when you role play, typically there is a safe word to follow. So the safe word selections are chimichanga, Beetlejuice, stop, yeehaw, fire, and oodles of noodles.
Can I add my own? I want to say super fragilistic. Bialydocious.
Super califragilistic.
Hell.
You know. You know.
I love it.
You know.
I should have put that as one. That's funny as shit.
Have a good night, please.
No, ain't no have a good night. Come on now. What is your safe word?
I'm making my word up. Leggings.
That's not even a good word for you.
Go ahead. That is a whack ass safe word.
Yes, that's fucking regular for you.
That means
y'all gotta mind me. I'm adjusting my wig.
Safe word means stop, right? You gotta
right,
stop,
nigga. You don't want them to stop with leggings.
Nigga, somebody say leggings, I'm stopping them, turning the fuck around.
Nigga,
Listen,
if you with a
stop.
girl and she say leggings, you ain't stopping. You like, yeah, I like your leggings. Lift it up.
Oh yeah. All right. I guess stop. I'm scared to stop.
I'm
All
scared
right,
to stop.
You scared to stop?
Scared to
Yeah,
stop.
yeah. Let's stay right there. Let's stay right there. Why Nell is saying that? Nell is saying that is because when we were young boys, that was a real serious thing of playing around with the girls, and when they said stop, to make sure that you had stopped. That was a real serious thing.
Even to this day, a little inclination of stop. I'm checking for you. You okay? You want to stop? No, I'll I don't got time for the jail cell. I'm not going.
Right. And I think that's too why I selected it, because some people look for safe words that are out of the ordinary when a simple stop can just be it. Stop.
But who the
Stop.
fuck is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Who's coming up?
Fucking T, supercalifragilistic.
You gonna be like, yo, this nigga crazy.
He just forget my fucking safe words. He said, I'm coming up with this shit here. Miss KD, what would you like your safe word to be? You can go ahead and select yours too if you want.
Well, my safe word is going to be stop, but it's the word that's going to be in front of stop.
What is it?
Nigga, stop.
It's motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Katie's
stop.
favorite shit is motherfucker. If y'all don't know, that's Katie's favorite shit, motherfucker.
Motherfucker,
I
stop.
knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Well, my brother. Well, I knew you were going to say pimp.
Stop. You know what? I can't.
Go ahead, Ish, what you got?
So go ahead. So everybody go through your location, you set the mood,
Wait a
your
minute,
role,
Ish,
and
what is your word?
Oh, my word. Oh, wait. What's my word? Oh, Beetlejuice. I'm just gonna be extra always. Beetlejuice.
Sorry.
So yeah, my word is gonna be Beetlejuice. But go ahead now. Repeat your location, you set the mood, your role, and your safe word. Go
All right,
ahead, T, because I'm or now.
Elephant, glory hole. So it's elephant, glory hole, courage juice, and dirty talk. Stop.
What was your role?
Oh,
Go back to your role.
The robber.
The robber, right. Okay. Good.
Listen, I'm the nasty pimp rolling through this library about to have an argument. And my safe word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
And your giraffe.
Yeah, I'm the nasty giraffe storming through the library. That's what I said first. I'm the nasty giraffe storming through the library.
On the cop
Go
before
ahead, Katie.
you cook.
Katie, go ahead.
So what's the order again? Location?
Yeah, so your animal, your location, you set the mood, your role, and your safe word.
Okay, I'm a Panther in the football field, and I'm chasing them down so that I can jump on top and slide on them like the Little Mermaid.
I'm running.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna catch you. That's a big field, baby. I'm gonna catch you.
KD done gave some extra shit. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What was your set the mood though, KD?
Huh?
What was your set the mood?
My set the mood.
Yes, it was liquid courage, red light, rain machine, sexy.
Oh, baby, that's rain falling down all over the field. So I love it in the rain.
Okay,
Rain falling in there.
And then your roll.
Of course, Little Miss Mermaid sliding.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And your safe word was I forgot.
Motherfucker stop.
Motherfucker stop. Yeah.
Motherfucker stop. I should have put motherfucker
that's
stop
enough.
in the front.
Stop. That's enough.
So I am a lion with the steam room. I think I said the arguments, groupie, and Beetlejuice. I think that was mine, right?
I just want to say the fact that I'm a nasty giraffe and a pimp at the same time is fucking amazing.
It's fucking classic. Let's go to do we have anybody that in the chat that did it? Did they play along? Not really.
Diana said she's in the steam room with the rain machine as a stripper, and fire is her safe word.
There you go. I love it, Diana. This is the fun stuff. This is what you should be doing with your partner.
It
sounds like P. Valley.
That P. Valley. She was a scripper.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked.
I can't wait till that come back on.
Down
but
in the valley where the girls get naked. That's T's song. He loved that.
But this is the fun that we have on the members only. side. So make sure if you are not a member to go grab your membership. And if you don't know how to do it, make sure you hit one of us up and we will be sure to assist you through that process. But let's get into the conversation, guys. So, basically, I was having a conversation with someone in regards to, their situation, 8 months into their situation, and everything is going great. They are having a good time. They are vibing. They have amazing sex. They are together very often. And they are just feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. And boom, all of a sudden, cold turkey. They remove all of the components that I just spoke of: time spent, great sex, awesome conversation. All of that's out the door in a blink of an eye. And now that person is just left wondering, pondering, fiending, going through all of these emotions, ready to stab some shit up, ready to poke some shit out, ready to go and wreck shop.
Esh.
Is it stigmatized or pussy whipped?
Esh.
Have you ever been?
Can I answer this in one word?
Yes, sir.
Everything stopped because she is now pregnant.
Everything stopped because
she's pregnant.
Look at Nell. Look at Nell.
Why does that stop, T?
Because it does.
But even if, let's just say she wasn't pregnant, T, okay, what do you think just halts it like that? Because now she's left stigmatized.
Right.
Now she is left imagining, wondering, trying to fill in the blanks.
Oh, she was doing too much. She started doing too much. And now, she was trying to put the horse what do they say? The horse before the carriage or some shit. However they say
horse
that
before
shit.
the buggy.
The horse
before the buggy.
She started doing too much, and now we was in the groove, but then she started acting like we was married, and it was like, no, we was just in the groove, shorty. Slow down. She started doing too much. So I had to
started doing too much. So what happens, KD? Like, what happens for us women when the sex is great, the person maybe not so great? What happens for women in that situation? Like, is it just something that we can, that we brush under the rug just because the sex is good? Do we take into consideration the fact that, the sex is good, but the person might not be that good? What do you think?
I think that we do, even though we wouldn't admit it, we do take that into consideration if the sex is good. That's going to make us stay a little bit longer and put up with a little more bull crap that we wouldn't normally put up with. Because if you're not bringing good sex and you're not bringing good conversation, you're not bringing anything else, then nothing is going to hold you there. Mm-hmm. Now, on the other hand, they could be bringing you all the attention you need, but not the great sex. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm out.
All right, let's can I address what Angelia said in the chat? Angelia said, what the fuck was that?
Did y'all hear that?
What is that?
It's a thunderstorm. So if I have to get off,
shaking the world. Huh?
Wow.
I told you the weather is bad here.
Why does it have it doesn't have to be her, Angelia. I was just speaking to my sis because if the sex is great, why am I putting a brick on anything? But the main point is that sometimes people get lost in thinking that the sex is great, and the sex may be great for you, but that doesn't mean that it's great for the other party. So you may think that y'all are having great sex, but you are having great sex. That doesn't always equate to the other party having great sex.
Correct.
So
Correct. So KD, and I want to just stay with the women for a second because it's going to be some things that just going to be
them. Who gets over great sex, man? Bye.
Well, I mean, I guess what Brenda is basically saying is that sometimes, and this is what I was saying to KD, sometimes, the sex is so good, but the person is not so immaculate. So do you eventually get over the fact that the dick is good? And then, you kind of move off of it and you just like,
No,
all right, yeah, but the
we just
personality and all
only
the other shit
we
don't
just
match that
only
goodness.
have sex with them.
Well,
That's
see,
it.
for me, it's gonna be the personality over good sex anyway. Because if I'm not vibing with the personality, I can't enjoy the sex.
But you
So
So,
taking a
KD
trash,
is
but you taking a trash sex,
huh?
but you taking a trash sex because the personality is good.
No. Well, no,
All right,
I can't say that, T, because no. I'm not taking trash sex either.
that's what I'm
I can't
saying.
say that I am. But I
right.
know that I cannot enjoy, you can have the good sex from time to time, all right, break me off. I'm enjoying it. But if a bad personality follows it, no, I can't enjoy it.
All right, so let me hop over to the men. Nell, she is kind of rough around the edges, but she got some good pussy.
No, so you have to talk to Nell a certain way. Eve. She got the greatest head.
All right, she got the greatest
that's
head.
what.
Not even the great pussy, but she got the greatest head, right? But she's rough around the edges, right? But you just can't see. You're kind of under her hypnosis in regards to the head that she gives. She does certain things that just fucking annoys you. You can't get past it a little bit, but you just keep thinking about her head. What and how do you operate under that trance? Or don't you?
So for me, it is a little opposite of the physical, because in order for me to get to that physical, we can start out at the physical, but if I'm been trending for this long, there's feelings that have built up, and rough around the edge, whatever the case may be, is more stronger than what the sex is going to be. Just because I prioritize the feelings that I have for this person and the love I got for this person over the physical aspect of it. So,
all right, well, remove the love though.
I'm so proud of you, man. You're such a
I
grown up.
know, and that is great. But let's just say, like, you haven't gotten to the point of necessarily love. Let's just stay in the infatuation state, right?
even in an infatuation stage, whenever I get my, regardless if it hasn't built to the love portion of it yet, if I give my time to somebody and my energy and my presence,
Eesh.
I feel like this person is going to be.
I'm talking to him. Bring it here.
I'm just saying though.
Bring it over here.
What do we?
Let me do it.
What though, right? There's going to be things that may not always work the way
Right.
me. So my mind is already tailored to that. Because I got, when you dealing with issues and challenges, with health and issues and things like that, or whatever, you gotta, your whole thought process totally is different, and that don't make me a lame, that don't make me a cornball, don't make me a simp. It just makes me understand what reality looks like a lot different. She could be rough around the edges, good, great, amazing head. I'm still gonna fuck with if the head become corny or her jaw get wire shut. So I don't know.
All right, before we hop to Tito real quick, Nell, let me ask you this. Do you think it can just be with individuals that this hypnosis, this being dickmatized or pussy ties, pussy whipped. I done made up some new shit. Being dickmatized or pussy whipped, can it be with individuals that you are in love with and that you have a life with and all of that? Do you see yourself phased by their sex in a relationship, or is that just something that is just conformed to, testing the waters?
Who the fuck?
Because I had this conversation with the individual, with the individual that I was speaking with, and they just really didn't understand the line. I know. They didn't.
I'm not getting frustrated. I'm just saying it's like it's more than just because at that point of the
I know we coming to you. See, we coming.
I'm saying though, even if with all the dickmatisms and all the hypnotism, coochie-tisms and hamatisms, it's still a feeling that come with that. Like that shit made you feel a certain way. That head, the cooch or the penis head, whatever the case, whatever we calling it, made you feel a way. So now your feelings is involved.
That's not true.
That's not true. But it's not true. But
for you.
For me, she asked me.
That's because I know. All right. So we're gonna hold Nell's thought and we're gonna go over into the prophet. But I don't know. It should be the shit starter. Because I mean, honestly, I don't really know. But
bring it to the big dog.
Go ahead.
Listen, this is how it breaks down, man. You can be for girls can be dickmatized and guys can be pussy whipped because simply they've never experienced certain things on certain levels. So it's like she might give you head like nobody else has given you head because you only had 2 or 3 people that ever gave you head. So you don't know what that is. But if you have experience in your life, like if you like ladies, if you've experienced good dick before, it'll be easier for you to get over this dick because you've had good dick before. But if you had never had good dick before and this nigga tears your frame up, then you're going to lose your fucking mind. And it's not going to be an emotional, I love him kind of thing. It can be strictly a physical form where you lose your mind just because you haven't and never experienced anything like this. This is why I always tell y'all, go outside and get yourself some experience so you know what you like and what you don't like. So then you won't find yourself in these situations because you have the experience of knowing.
Even off the experience, and I agree with you, but even off the experience, and emotion is tied to that experience.
No, it's not.
Why
no,
is it?
Not all the time. I think
so
sometimes people
you
think
can't
their
like
emotions
nothing
are
with
tied.
the emotions liking something.
It's not,
is an emotion.
No, it's not. No,
you like something is an emotion. Your emotions
listen. You can have a great physical connection with somebody that you don't fucking like at all.
That's what I'm saying. I think
what I'm saying is you don't gotta like that person, but you like what you experience.
Katie, you don't have enough experience to speak.
What I'm saying is you might not like that person anymore.
Yes, I do.
No, nigga, I never liked this fucking person.
But you like that experience, and you're
right.
You didn't like that person, but you like that experience. I'm not saying you gotta like the person. You like that experience.
Right.
So your emotion is tied to that feeling that you got from that experience.
No, my emotion is tied into the physical.
That's what I'm talking about. The physical experience. It ain't the person that gave you the physical, but you see that person as the person who gave you that, and you doubling back because you only can reference to that.
Right.
To your point, I get it. Yes, you make sense. If you haven't had multiple or other experiences, you're going to gravitate back to where that came from.
Right. So T, do you feel like this is, like I asked Nell, do you feel like this is something that just this, being stigmatized or pussy whipped, does this just stay in the physical sense of, just somebody that you're indulging in, or do you feel like these attributes can be taken over into a relationship and you can be totally stigmatized by your husband or your man and you're just
it could pull over. It's all like confusion. So it's like that physical thing can confuse your mind into thinking that this is something more than what it is.
Right.
I ain't letting that motherfucker get away. That's some great
Facts. Facts. She got
right.
She got the grip.
The moment I said I do, are you kidding me?
Facts.
Right. So is this an age thing? Do you think it's an age thing? Because
no, I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's an experience thing.
An experience thing.
So it don't matter if you're 48 or 28 or whatever the case may be. You could be 48 and not have had of a lack of experience, and it's just as equally indulging as if you were 28.
Like there's always been,
I
hold
don't.
on,
I like where you're going with it.
Right.
Age does bring a certain different type of maturity though too, because
Right.
you now at your big age,
but not always now, because it's old motherfuckers that ain't mature either.
Oh yeah, I know. But at the end of the day, the older we get, the more we move from we move more or less.
That's not true. That's not true. It's old ass people that still move in their
Can we get an old motherfuckers the benefit of the Disney?
No, I cannot. I cannot.
Look, now, like, can some
I
people
know more older people that get caught up in their emotions than the younger ones. The younger ones don't give a fuck. They shaking and moving. The older ones is like, no, nigga, you mine. I owe you, nigga.
That's right.
But I feel like too, like some people are experienced in just being worldly, maybe not sexually extravagant in their experiences, but just being worldly experienced and having, been experienced in different things.
But that's
Wouldn't
what I mean.
that attribute to
that's what I mean. No? That's what I mean, Isha. I want to stay right there. So what I'm saying is, yes, you could have had great sex before, but there's always going to be somebody that could be greater.
Right.
But if you had certain experiences, now you know how to handle that when it's greater. If you never had any experience, you can't handle that shit when it's fucking great. Because you never had any experience. You have to have some kind of experience for you to be able to handle the extra shit.
Exactly. That's why when y'all be letting y'all best friends eat y'all out, how do y'all react to that? Like, is it a different vibe? Is it a different bond?
Well, there's always going to be a different vibe with that type of shit now.
Because you never experienced that before from the man, but now that your best girlfriend is eating you out, are y'all now like, oh my God, I had the best coochie ate out in my life.
Right. But I just think some people won't allow themselves to just be free, whether it's with another woman, whether it's with another man. I think just some people just don't allow themselves to be sexually fluid or free to experience certain things because they're so quick to say, no, I don't like that, or I don't like that. They don't give themselves the opportunity to try that type of shit. So, and that is not necessarily saying to be with another woman or anything like that, but just even engaging with heterosexual sex.
But the main point is to not allow what you may have conceived to be great sex. You need to have this conversation with the other person to see if we are having great sex. Not just you having great sex or me having great sex. You need to have the conversation to see if we are having great sex.
Right.
And before you jump out the window, like, no, we're having great sex. This is my boyfriend. This is us. We in this shit together. You need to have these conversations. And if you have those conversations up front that we are just fucking, you cannot, whether it's the guy or the girl, you cannot jump out of the window and start doing too much. You need to always be in constant communication about, are we on the same fucking page?
Yeah, because feelings can change.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask y'all something in regards to like personal feelings, physical cravings, etc. Do you feel like it is good for your partner to express to you, whether you're just engaging or whether you guys are in a relationship? Do you feel like it is important to express the physical cravings for the other individual, and
I'm 100% on that board.
How you need to be fulfilled in that craving. So even if I'm not in a relationship with you, how important is that?
1,000.
Because some people don't express like, I crave you, like I need you, I need to feel you, I need to feel that, I need to feel
that all depends on the person, because some people are going to be like, it doesn't mean that much to me, whereas me, it means a fucking lot to me. So 1,000%, I need to feel that.
Right, because some people don't understand that portion. Like they
Right.
don't understand that they're craving someone.
Right.
Like they don't get that portion of it. They think it's something else or it's okay, this is what we do, it's perfunctory,
I call
it's
that
what we're supposed to do.
I call that companionship, Ish.
Right.
I
Yeah.
call that people just wanting to have you around necessarily. That doesn't
Mhm.
mean that we are intimate, not necessarily sex, but just intimate, period.
Period.
Some
Right.
people just want the companion. I'm bigger than
Mhm.
companion. I'm also a lover. I can be a companion, but my love is my first shit.
Mhm.
Don't ever
Mhm.
fucking forget it.
Mhm. Mhm. So when does it become to a point where it's you're abandoning all logic? So I want to kind of get back to the topic, dickmatized and
Right.
pussy whipped. When have you guys ever been in a situation where you're abandoning all your logic
Hmm.
and you're just doing some shit that you would never do?
That's young shit, and she just had some good pussy, man.
Okay, well let's take it back to when you was young.
Right.
Did you ever abandon your logic?
Of course, you're skipping school, you're doing whatever the fuck it takes to get to the pussy. You know, whether no matter what it is, if your mom you staying out, you ain't supposed to stay out. Whatever you're doing to get there is what needs to be done.
All right, so let's say this. Let's remove the teen years, the kiddie years, and all of that.
No, I
Go
can't
into
do that.
adult years.
I can't do
Go
that.
into adult
I've been
years.
outside. Talk to somebody else. I've been outside. I've been outside. Talk to
Have
somebody.
you ever abandoned your logic ever
Mm-hmm.
over some good pussy?
Mm-mm.
No.
My logic when I was growing up, or is whatever, was eating coochie is bad. But when you grow up, this shit is not. It's flavorful. As long as it's not a stinky box. As long
I
as
want to say I never thought it was bad, but I didn't think it was necessary.
yeah. But you
Right.
know what though? As you grow up and you get older, and your
Right.
mindset realize that's not a bad thing. It's a great thing, and it's a
Right.
beautiful, and it's an amazing thing, and it's a taste good type of thing, and all that. So it has a lot of different great connotations to it. But when you're young, you think you look at it differently.
Right.
When
All
you're
right, so
young,
let's just
like it is.
so let's just say, somebody that you fucking with got an amazing box, y'all have amazing sexual chemistry, and she don't answer your phone for 3 days. She hasn't been on social media, whatever the
You ask,
case may be.
you
Are
ask
you
the
popping
wrong.
up at her door? Like,
No.
what are like you guys have never set outside your boundaries for any vagina that
Got
is
I know,
experience, Ish. I got
yeah,
experience.
hey,
but
hey,
even with
yeah,
experience, there
no,
is a
No,
criteria, there
asking the
is a
wrong.
no.
hierarchy,
You
there
asking the
is
wrong. Yeah, you asking the wrong
uh.
ones about that. I'm not sitting outside your door, big like coochie whip because the coochie crazy. If I haven't heard from you in a couple of days, I'm concerned about your safety. Not, I ain't.
Okay, well, even that.
I'm
Even
not
if
I'm
you
even
want to
concerned
concerned
about
pass
about
it off as
safety.
like
that,
I,
if
I,
you want to pass it
I'm a
off
real
as
big.
that.
I'm a real big consonant on safety. Like this world is fucking crazy. I don't need to know your every move because I'm trying to control you. I need to know what's going on so I know how to proceed with trying to find you. Something happened.
I'm not even concerned about your safety. I'm just figuring you got other shit going on.
No. If I haven't heard, like, if it's my girl and I ain't heard from you in 3 days, then I'm checking for you on some damn. Is
Yeah,
you cool? Is you
yeah.
dead? Is you fucking sieged out or something like that? I'm not checking for you like, oh my God, is the coochie safe or something like that? Is
Right.
he being coochie by somebody else? No,
Yeah,
No.
I'm not worried
All
about that.
right, but I mean, clouded judgment comes in there
it
somewhere in
doesn't.
the way,
It
shape, or
doesn't.
form.
It
See,
doesn't
for
when you
men,
have
it's so
experience.
Nope,
different.
nope.
For women, KD, do you feel like
That's because y'all
there
let
is
your
at some
emotions.
point?
That's because y'all let your emotions lead y'all. I don't
Yeah,
let my emotions lead
I
me.
mean,
I am not the
yeah.
type to be
I
like on.
could be like, damn, I missed that dick suck, but I ain't going to her crib, knocking on her door, looking
But
for it.
but let's just take and we're not going to like cloud the conversation, but there are men who do. Hence,
Right.
look at the man
Yeah,
who
there are
did
some that
Ish.
X,
become
Y, and Z.
stalkers.
Ish.
So
That's
you
what I'm
guys are
saying.
great, but
These
what
are the
about
men. These are the men that don't have experience. That's why they're doing this. This is the shit that I try to tell you
So,
all the
but
time.
all right. So,
Hold on,
what if
Ish.
you've
Hold on,
had
Ish. Hold
experience? What
on,
if
Ish.
you had
This is what
experience?
I
Go
try to
ahead.
tell y'all all the time. Y'all think that all these niggas is outside getting pussy. They not. A lot of these niggas is not getting no pussy. So when they get some, they lose their fucking minds because they don't have no experience.
Right. Okay. So let's just say you come across a nigga who got mad experience, and then you just so happen to be the top tier for them.
Right. That's all good.
Then what happens?
You can
You
still
Then what
handle
happens?
it. You can still
You
handle it because
you
you've
can
had
still
experience with some good pussy.
eat. It ain't nothing that's going to have me sitting here thinking,
Right.
and I can't give myself that problem in my mind. It just won't come to me. If you don't, if I text you, I'm like, yo, what's up, eh? And you don't answer me for 3 days, and you answer me on the 4th, what's up? You cool? It ain't, yo, nigga, where the fuck you been? You was fucking some other. I don't got time for that. That's not me.
It basically boils down to if you're content with yourself and the experiences that you've had, you could have something great with somebody and they could just vanish. You ain't gonna lose your mind because you know it's other bitches that got great shit. You good.
And not
Right.
and not even just that is other bitches.
Facts.
But other is it's not that. It's just that I'm cool. Like the
Right.
food ain't over.
Right.
It's cool, sweetie. Like
Right.
I can't allow myself to be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, it's like, all right, cool. The shit is very great. It's very, very, very good, right? But for me to be sitting there like, where the fuck do she think
Right.
she going and how she ain't checking with me? Nah, that's whack.
Hold on now. I wanna stay right there. So it's like it's just like a girl could be everything, right, Ish? And then she starts doing too much, and it's not worth the headache anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But that's when all these questions that y'all are asking us is the reason why a lot of females are single and hurt.
Yeah, I don't think
Because
it could be so
allow,
it ain't no girl pussy that good that you want to marry her.
you know why?
Well, some guys said it.
Because they don't have no
Yeah,
experience,
that's happening in the moment.
because they don't have no
Right.
experience. That's why.
Yo,
Yeah, but I mean,
yo.
and even again, even if they have experience, sometimes again, you could be the threshold for them. You could be what it is that they
All right,
actually
so that's
like
the
or
thing.
gravitate to.
The thing.
Right, but
If
those
they
are weak
screaming,
minded people.
your pussy's so good, I'm gonna marry you. Why you not married yet?
Right.
Facts. I
It was
do
that
agree with
good.
that shit.
They
Because
walking your
it
fucking
ain't.
ass down the aisle at with they dick stuck in your pussy. They gonna figure a way to say I do. Why they in it? They just what niggas want what they
I
want.
do agree.
Right?
I do agree.
You already
I
told
do
us that
agree.
if a man like you, he gonna give you every reason to show you that like you. So
And let's stay right there now. Let's stay right there. Even if it is that good that he would want to marry you, that's not sustainable because you at a certain point we gotta have a conversation. At a certain point, we gotta be able to do other shit. It can't
Right.
it ain't gonna last forever on that.
but the question we're asking are the reasons why there are so many hurt single females who all because they put the cart before the horse.
Right.
And why? Damn, why doesn't he now come around anymore? Why doesn't he love me no more? Why doesn't he talk to me no more? Why isn't things the way they are anymore? Because you prioritize sex before you prioritize the actual getting to know and building that bond. Yeah, the sex is always going to be a necessity that people feel that they need to have to consummate their curiosity.
Hold on now, because I'm lost. Let's just stay right here. A lot of times it's because you feel like he's giving you good dick. You giving him regular pussy. Let's just Let's just cut the bullshit right there.
Is that what you do?
Let's just cut the bullshit right there.
No, it don't always. It don't always because you give.
No, it don't always be that.
I ain't saying it's always that. I'm just saying that sometimes that could be the case,
or it could be,
or vice versa,
or
too.
it could be
right.
the
Vice versa.
they wound up showing and this shit ain't what they thought it was.
Right.
a lot of mitigating factors go into it. It could have been the motherfucker just wanted the pussy.
Right.
And was capping you up to get the pussy.
Right. And then but see, that's the thing. It's always
Bad
one
words.
party
Dirty.
capping you up to get the pussy, and then that other person is sort of attached or whatever the case may be. And here you just was trying to get the pussy, and then she's left out there to be dickmatized.
Erotic's on it.
But why is she left out? Why is she left out there, Ish? Why is she left out there if she knew what it was?
Well, if she knew what it was, but see, that's the thing. Sometimes, there is a situation where you know what it is, you go in knowing what it is, and then it formulates into something else.
Then you need to speak on that.
Right. And see, that's the thing. If they don't speak on it, then you can't be upset necessarily.
Let's stay right there.
Right.
Let's stay right there, Ish. So even if whether it's the guy or the girl, even if that party didn't speak on that, their feelings was changing, you never had to start being honest with yourself that your feelings are changing. That is the problem where people get lost at. They stop being honest with themselves. They forget that I agreed that this was just that. And now my feelings are changing. Now I have to start being honest with myself about, can I handle what I'm in right now?
Exactly. But here's the thing. Is there a space where there is comfortability in order for you to be able to express that? Because I feel like a lot of
that's
times,
what I'm saying, Ish. Before it even gets to you expressing it to the other person, can you handle it within yourself?
But you got to take yourself out of comfort zones if you feel uncomfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, then you can't be in a comfortable place in a comfortable zone.
Right.
Like at some point, you're going to be uncomfortable with the situation. So if you say, I don't feel comfortable speaking up, then you're just allowing it to happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get mad when the shit don't go the way you wanted to because you've been hesitant to open your mouth.
Mm-hmm. So are men ever really, really comfortable in a vulnerable state with being pussy whipped?
I've never been pussy whipped. I don't know.
Well,
I gotta kind of agree with him, man. I gotta kind of agree with him, man. Sorry, but we from a different place, man.
I mean, I don't know. It wasn't my pussy.
I'm not even going to say
that
because at the end of the day, I respect everybody I've been with. Everybody, whatever. But I ain't letting it whip me.
Right.
I can't control my fucking
but
self.
I get it.
Right.
For sure. And most men.
I don't know how to be pussy. I can sit here and say, yes, I'm getting amazing head. This is great head. But to allow it to head whip me is wow.
Facts.
Because the moment I lose sense of myself, I ain't never had control.
Facts.
So do y'all ever feel like that is something that could happen to y'all or no?
No,
because y'all control it. Because y'all control it so that it doesn't happen.
No, I control Nell.
Yeah, it's not even
it's
not even a controlling that part of it. It's you controlling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's sex.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it is sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that's going to last anywhere from 5 to an hour, depending on whatever you got going on. And you want to be a feeling that you want to, you know what's going to happen? It's like, yeah, it's great for the 5 or however long you went it for. You have an orgasm, you come and you do whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. No, that's the part that's getting lost, is that a lot of times women might dwell on that 5 minutes for like a week. Whereas though tomorrow I'm watching the game. I done forgot we fucked after that.
But the thing is, the next opportunity may not be the same as the first opportunity. Right. So are you now hating the person because they ain't give you the same thing they gave you the first time? No. Or are you trying to recreate? Like sometimes people be trying to recreate this first time, that first high. Right. And that's why they strung out, because they're trying to recreate that first high and they keep back to that place.
Right.
The high is gone.
They crackheads.
But that's what I'm saying. Like motherfuckers be fiending
Yo,
and
they
like scratching
And
and
it's cool to
shit.
be, it's cool to be feeling for what you feeling for, but you gotta have control.
Yeah, you gotta have control of yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
but some people it's a sin that some people don't have control
that's what I'm.
and they
That's why
actually
I said.
lose control.
That's
But I
why I
don't know
said,
all the
Ish.
time, T, if experience.
No, that's what I'm saying. Even if we take experience out of it, that's why I said you always have to be in control of yourself. You got to be honest with
Right.
yourself.
And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
love the person no less.
Right.
It don't love the person no less that you don't, you know what I mean? But it's control yourself.
Right. Control your fucking self.
Right.
Pussy whipped or dick whipped or head whipped.
And
There's
enjoy
levels.
the
Like,
moment.
yes, enjoy the moment.
and don't
Like
Right.
there's like yes, there's levels of ecstasy with a person that you might reach. You might reach different levels with different people, but you can't allow that to take over your fucking whole self.
Exactly.
You have to just be like, that was great. And now I have to get on with my fucking day.
Yeah, but it's some people that be on stuck stuff.
That's what I'm saying, East.
Well, I can honestly say I have
And if
never
they
been
were to remove
stigmatized.
Those
that
are the
from
people who
them,
should
it would
stay
be
on the payment.
yeah.
Yeah,
Stay on the
I've
payment.
never chased one to the point it was so good that I had to chase it.
If
I
you
can
you
truly
know
say I
that you're
have
the
not.
kind of person that can't control yourself, stay on the payment. Don't even come in the street.
Exactly.
If you can't handle your emotions, you can't be in that place.
Right.
That's right.
Some people is overly emotional, and it's not nothing wrong with that, right? You're not less than a person if you're overly emotional. You emotionalize everything that you get into. If that's the case, you have to come to an understanding and tell yourself,
right,
I'm taking this by a day case or case situation. Like, all right, we can enjoy this. We can't get lost in this.
Right.
We can't. Because the moment you take that hit and you become addicted, you a crackhead.
You a crackhead, baby.
That's pretty much it.
You
a
a
crackhead.
You go to rehab.
And if that person was to take that drug away from you,
even if you tried to,
you can't function.
Exactly.
Right.
Even if you tried
you crackhead, baby. Go to rehab.
Well, listen, I say we gotta be the master of our emotions.
Right.
No,
we gotta be the master of our emotions.
And you know
when
what?
they laying that pipe, ladies.
We gotta be that. You said it correct. We gotta be the master of our emotions. We have to be emotionally intelligent or working towards the intelligence of our emotions. Because if you don't understand your emotions, you can't get no one else to understand them.
No, this is what I'm saying. You have to understand that. I've seen women leave their children. Just like crackheads. So
to go and get that piece of
yes, to go and get that piece of meat. That's what I'm saying.
You
like,
gotta gain control.
You have to be the master of your emotions.
By themselves.
Facts.
And it didn't even be left alone to go get it. Going for days.
Facts.
To get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I seen them mortgage their houses to get it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is a real thing.
Them bring in niggas to their comfort zones just to get it and put they
right.
But I still think this all boils down to experience, Ish. I don't care what you say. I still think
I actually don't go against that logic. Like I do agree with you there. I just feel like, even if you had some amazing pussy, there might be just that pussy that's going to take you there, or that dick that's going to take you there. That's what I feel. That's what I feel.
You saw Harlem Nights. You remember Sunshine, right?
Sunshine.
He ain't never had nothing like Sunshine before.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
We knew it was Sunshine. We
like
knew
his wife could be
I
good,
know plenty of fucking sunshines.
Like
you ain't special, Sunshine.
One of my homies had a Sunshine. He couldn't. Oh, he left his wife and kids for Sunshine.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm sure his wife had amazing pussy. That's what I'm saying. Like
she was regular.
If you don't leave amazing pussy,
yes.
I know, but listen.
Or have you, even if that shit, like even us, amazing pussy will make us you be like, all right, I'm gonna put up with this little motherfucker for a little
I'm
bit.
gonna sit down.
I guess the
Yeah,
okay, half
I'm,
decent pussy can
I'm
be
gonna let
seat
her be
warmers.
great. You know what I
And
mean?
then,
Especially if that box is sitting behind some leggings. All right, damn, you done got me.
right.
I'm saying
I
do. Yeah.
cannot. I can't.
I walk down the motherfucker aisle.
I said, I want
can't.
that motherfucker
I,
out.
box be sitting behind some leggings, and that motherfucker is incredible like that.
I can picture Nell's bride now.
No, I
You ain't
cannot.
leggings, not a gown,
you ain't even
but
have to.
Why?
leggings.
You ain't even have. You
Walking
don't even
down
have,
the aisle.
you don't even have to show up to the wedding in a dress. Come in your leggings and a t-shirt, and we getting married.
Didn't I tell you?
I'm gonna be suited and booted. I'm gonna be suited and booted, but come in that motherfucker like that. Be married for me with me for a long time.
I can't. Well, listen.
You know,
Huh?
can I say something to you though? This erotic bad place. You got me saying pussy, dick.
Yeah.
Well, you know, listen. We say this for every third week of the month, or every fourth
got
week
me
of the
in here.
month.
You got me in here talking grown. Like I'm a grown.
Yes. It be the grown folk talk, you know,
And
on the erotic song.
if they if they don't get their membership, they can't see shit like this, because this ain't on the show.
No wonder I'm about to damn burn up.
Hey, listen, you gotta get that membership because we be doing some great raw honey erotic zone shit. So make sure you grab them memberships. But now we about to be going in 60.
This is what we got right here. Going in 60 seconds again. Game 7. I'm gonna keep pumping this like it's my baby. But Game 7 on Thursdays at 7 p.m. is the show to watch. We are coming down to the final week in the NBA. Final couple games. Hopefully your team, if you are following the NBA, your team is in the thick of things, whether they got a playoff seed locked up or they're going to be one of those teams that's in the play-in. And Game 7 is going to help y'all to appreciate what's going on in the basketball world this Thursday at 7 p.m. So make sure you catch Tia Mike this Thursday at 7 p.m. for an incredible, incredible show. I know they're going to talk about the Final Four. We are coming down to the end of March, which at some point in the near future, we will be crowning a new NCAA champion. We had a lot of exciting basketball these past few weeks. We've seen all the number ones, not one, not two, not three, but all 4 number ones fell. So there is no number ones going to the Final Four. We have teams like San Diego State going to the Final Four. We got teams like Miami going to the Final Four. And these teams I just mentioned are 5 seeds, not 1s, not 2s, not even 3s. They are 5 seeds. San Diego State, 5 seed, going to the Final Four. Miami, a 5 seed, going to the Final Four. You also have Kansas, which was the only 2 seed. Oh, that's actually women's, but Kansas didn't make it. That was in the women's bracket. But you had teams like surprise upstart Kansas State took a tumble the other day and lost out. So shout outs to those teams out there. LSU reached the Final Four at the top in Miami. So we got a lot of great information to come up. So catch Game 7 this week. Got a lot of exciting news. Also, this Wednesday, myself and my brother, we going broadcast live this Wednesday at 8 p.m. for another amazing Telemade Kick show. This is the final week of the month. I can't even talk. Each got me so discombobulated. All I see right now is leggings and boxes. So
leggings and boxes.
This slogan.
I did.
Leggings and boxes and leggings. But when y'all put y'all leggings on this week, ladies, think about that box y'all covering up. Is it amazing or not? You know what I mean? Let your man decide that. But catch us this Wednesday. We got a lot of great things that we're going to highlight this week. We got a guest this week on the show. I'm bringing somebody on the show. So catch us this Wednesday at 8 p.m. for another amazing Telemade Kicks. Again, our weight loss journey start April 1st. I've already started to get in the mindset That way I can bring forth pertinent information that's going to help you on your journey. So starting April 1st, which is next Sunday, first Sunday of April, we are going to go and start this challenge. I already got the likes of people hitting me up in my inbox saying, Nell, what do I got to do? What we going to do? We're going to share all that information with you next Sunday on the Going Seconds. That way we can get right into these these spring months and jump right into summer with these amazing, great bodies and results. So catch us next week for an amazing, amazing show. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Thursday, 7 p.m. And then us four here at 9 p.m. on a Sunday. I would like to say I appreciate everybody who tended to Aisha and myself. I know we both said some heavy things about the people that we love, and those things had to do with Ish mom and also my father. Father had kind of a low setback this week, and we're dealing with it. So again, thank you for keeping us in our prayers and your prayers. Also keeping me in your prayers to just remain sane. It just seems like so much has come up and come forth to test our willpower, to test our strength, and to test our resolve. And we just continue to keep fighting that. We'll just continue to not only keep me in your prayers, but all four of us here at Uncensored Minds. We never know what somebody is facing behind closed doors, and we definitely can appreciate your prayers. Again, this is the last Sunday in March. And we again, as we started the show, we want to end the show saying how we are so in support and so connected and so enamored by you women. It may seem like myself and T kind of beat up on some points that have to do with women. And it may look like, to the untrained eye that we don't care, but we really do care. We have an affection, an admiration, and a complete and utter love for each and every one of y'all. The reason why we come here on Sundays is because of y'all. The reasons why we are the strong, Black, powerful men that we are is because of the women that helped mold and shape us. Our mothers, our sisters, even. So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we support y'all in any and everything that y'all do and got going on. Again, we love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love to see you back amongst us. We missed you the few weeks that you were out. Helen, I know at the beginning of this month, you had to bury your sister and you're still mourning and going through that. You have our love and support always. Still. Ebony, when Ebony had, her tribulation, she turned that into a triumph. It's beautiful individuals like that are amazing, that keeps us going on and keeps us balanced and also loved. And it's everybody. Janine, Tara, Linnea, Rhonda, Brenda, Diana, Angela, Lady B, Danielle, Helen, the name goes on, Barbara. I can name names all night long. Lynette, people like that. Everybody. The reason why those names are being mentioned is these are the names that continuously pop up in our comment section, pop up in our feeds, pop up in our lives, pop up in our everyday. Continue to strengthen us and continue to help us continue to go forward. So on behalf of T, KD, Ish, and myself, Uncensored Minds, we want to say, ladies, we love you. We love you. I don't know about that one right there, but
yes, we love you back,
I
Mr.
don't know.
Nell.
Yeah, sweetheart.
Yes, thank
Katie,
you.
turn your mute off. Turn your mute off, Katie.
Going
I
on.
know. I did it too.
Oh,
Yeah, I had it muted.
hey, the two of us gentlemen here wanted to give you your flowers. The last month of March, and it's Women's Month. We want to give y'all a nice little message and say, please go get your colons checked and your titties checked.
And if you need help with the titties, I'm available.
I just had
He
mine
is
done.
always
Thank
available,
you.
ladies.
I'm still sore.
Make sure.
As we
make
speak.
sure y'all know.
And
And colon is next.
Put them gut boxes behind great leggings.
And the box was checked. Hey,
Yes.
I'm checking.
Yes.
This is my
Check your box,
season.
check your colons. Make sure,
Also,
roundabout.
KD brought us 2 special guests this month that came on. We'd be remiss if we didn't share those 2 ladies. The Candle Lady, KD, what's her name?
The Candy Lady?
The Candle Lady. Candle.
You mean the soap lady?
Oh, the
Miss
soap,
Maxine.
Yeah, Miss Soap Lady, Grandma Soap.
Miss Maxine.
Miss Maxine.
She said Grandma Soap.
It's called Granny Max's Ageless Soap.
Trouble for that, Esh. Stop laughing.
I know. I got in trouble for laughing the fucking last time, but you do it.
Yeah.
See, I'm the motherfucker that always gets caught and in trouble, but you do it.
What I said?
I said,
nigga, the shit you said.
I said I love Grandma Soap.
Now
listen. He was cool.
Now, absolutely, but see, this is the thing. You said Grandma Soap, and I reacted, and now I'm going to be the one that's going to fucking get in trouble because you said Grandma Soap. Nobody is going to fucking.
It's called Granny's Ageless Soap. So
exactly.
Granny Max.
But besides that, it's the way that he said it that makes me react. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
The transaction appeared on my bank account as Granny's Grandma Soap.
Solid.
I know, Nell, but we have to be cognizant of how you deliver and how it is received. So that's just it. Like outside of the content, delivery is it. I react. Everybody know. I fucking cracks up, and then you say, "Esh, don't laugh."
What up, Grandma? Grandma and the other lady who was the author. Want to shout her out too. Amazing author that hooked up with
JC.
JC. I was about to call him TD. I don't know why I was going to call him
TDJ. See this nigga, KD. Don't look at us for laughing, KD.
Hey, hold up.
This one I click off.
KD.
This one I click the fuck off.
Oh, take this back to JC. I got smoke with him. I'm supposed to be on his show. When am I invite?
They haven't been having it now. They haven't been having it.
He was in here earlier. He did check in a little earlier.
That's family. That's the homie. So what up, JC? We just over here, but
yeah, they have.
Get the fuck out of here. We got a meeting.
Damn,
yeah, we have a meeting, guys. So
get the hell out of here.
With that, we are tuning out. We are signing off. Have an amazing week, everyone.